Yeah. So there are three things, guys. Just wanted to what networking gives you. Okay. So there are three domains and which are related with each other. Can anybody guess what three domains are? Except programming, what programs, like what technologies we have in the market? Networking,
Network
Cloud, I
security, cyber security, and cloud.
yeah. So networking, cloud, and cyber security, they all are now related with each other. Okay. So when some students come to me and they say, sir, I want to go into cyber security, but how you will go into cyber security if you do not know the cloud and networking? Because everything is moving to cloud, even your servers are on cloud. So when the servers are on cloud, what is cloud, guys? Cloud is basically when you take servers on rent. Yes.
Right.
Okay. So suppose you earlier, what used to happen, like when you make your own servers and you install your servers in your office, but now these all of servers are in somebody
Another location.
space. Yeah. So suppose AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. So these are the three predominantly like top players in cloud. So they are going to have servers in their locations. And when you take these servers on rent, that is called cloud. Servers on rent, services on rent, everything is on rent. Okay, services like if you install any software like Office 365, how many of you know about Office 365? Microsoft Office.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is known as Office
All tools.
365.
Yes.
So when companies uses Microsoft things in their office, that's called Office 365. Okay. So, and
cyber security, we have also learned Linux, no?
yeah. See, Linux is also
sir.
a part of cloud. The best first skill to learn cloud is Linux only. Okay. Then you learn about Docker.
Okay.
Then you learn about Kubernetes. Okay. So once you are good with these skills, you learn some basic scripting, little bit Python and all those skills. And when you have networking, cloud, cyber security, these are all technologies are related to each other. Okay.
So, sir, they make it as a part
Sir,
of infra,
sir.
what we say industry.
Sir, but most of the students go a fresher as a cyber security directly, sir, without knowing.
Yeah. So if anybody is going directly in cyber security as a fresher, so they need to actually work very hard because they do not have Linux knowledge. They do not have networking knowledge. Okay. And even they do not have Python scripting on those knowledge. So they will not become cyber security engineer. They will become script kiddies, those who just know about the softwares to play around it. So these softwares, I think many of you have done in your BTech colleges. So cyber security is not just skipping all the things and directly learning the softwares. Okay. So you need to be very proficient in Linux, networking. You need to be very good at Python. So when you learn all the skills, then you try to do a lot of attacks. That is called penetration testing in cybersecurity. There are a lot of things in cybersecurity also. Like there is a malware analysis, penetration testing, there. Yeah. So there, it's a very vast field also. Networking also is a very vast field. So why I'm telling you all this? Because if you are learning CCNA, it doesn't mean you are going to only become a network engineer. Okay. So we are not here just if your goal is to become network engineer, then definitely CCNA is the best course to start with. But if your goal even to become cybersecurity engineer, even if you want to go into cloud, everywhere these networking concept will help you. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Right.
Yeah. So we in CCNA also we have a chapter which is like on virtualization. Okay, we understand some basic concepts of virtualization. and we will also look about the cloud things also. So, but yes, right now CCNA syllabus has still lot of routing and switching, but I'm sure after 3-4 years, the CCNA syllabus or CCNA content will more have the cloud knowledge. This is what I'm thinking. In next 2-3 years, the CCNA syllabus will have a very predominantly too much cloud knowledge in upcoming CCNA syllabus.
Right, sir. So, sir, all those who think that we should do a certification in clouds, so it will be necessary for them also not to learn first networking. Like some people are in the industry who are into like say in apps, like there is a partner infra, then apps, then development. So
See,
yeah,
there is this
yeah.
term you might have seen, DevOps.
Mm-hmm. Right, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what is happening, guys? Let me tell you. First of all, you have to mute yourself if you want to clearly hear my voice. Yeah, please mute yourself. And when you have any doubt, you can unmute. Raju, Tahir, please turn off your mics. Okay, let me mute from my end. Yeah, so what exactly I'm trying to say, guys? Okay, so when we are going to start CCNA, but before CCNA, I told you there are a lot of things, networking, cloud, cyber security, they all are related with each other. Even Linux is, you can say, it is the first skill you have to learn when you want to go into cloud. If you are directly learning AWS course, okay, if you are directly learning Azure or Google Cloud courses, that is not going to benefit, because these courses will help you to understand the platform. Okay, so cloud, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud is a platform where you will understand how to run service, how to install server in cloud, how to run Linux machine in cloud. But if you do not know how a Linux machine works, if you do not know the concepts of Docker, Kubernetes, okay, even the networking part, then you are not going to manage your cloud platforms. Okay, so these things are related with each other. So as a start, as a beginner, if you are if you are a fresher, or maybe you have worked as a network engineer, but now you want to explore into cloud more, okay, then you can definitely if you have CCNA knowledge, then it's then you can go for Linux, Docker, Kubernetes, and this path also. Okay, so this is what we are going to networking is going to more focus on these technologies in 2022, and also we are going to more focus on the cyber security part as well. Okay, networking is already, we are one of the top player in market. Okay, so let's discuss about a CCNA content, what we are going to learn. Okay. Okay, so this is an Excel sheet which I have made. Okay, so this is just an idea what we are going to learn. Okay, so we will start with the network fundamental. Ignore the days, because this is according to the weekdays batch. This is going to be weekdays, so you should focus on the topic, not the days. Okay, so as it's a weekend batch. Yeah, so first we will learn about network fundamental. Okay, the yellow color you have seen, these are live classes, and some topics which are not part of CCNA but very helpful if you want to become a network engineer. Okay, if you do not want to actually make your career into networking, these topics are enough for you to learn networking. But if you want to become a network engineer and you want to crack a lot of network engineer interviews, so this section also you have to prepare self-paced. Okay, so network fundamental, we are going to start with network fundamental. Along with that, okay, along with that, you will be going to get with the network fundamental, we are going to do 2 hours approx live classes, and additionally 5 hours of videos we are going to provide you. Okay, so because it's a Saturday, Sunday, suppose on today we start with the network fundamental. Okay, Saturday, Sunday, suppose, and then you have to cover this network fundamental Monday to Friday. These are 5-hour classes. This is not mandatory for guys who do not want to go into networking. But yes, if you want to go into network job, like TAC engineer, network engineer, or maybe network administrator, you have to cover these things also. So then we will go with the OSI and TCP IP model. Then you have to watch these few videos. I will tell you which videos you have to see. Packet flow, IP header. Okay, then we are going to learn about DHCP, Telnet, SSH, IP addressing, subnetting. So in these topics, you will learn about network fundamentals, and here also you have some fundamental knowledge. So separate knowledge will be given. Okay, additionally, then we will learn routing part. Routing part means we are going to configure the practicals where we are going to connect 2 routers, 4 routers like this. And then we will configure this, how to configure Delhi branch with Mumbai. Okay, and how to connect this Mumbai branch with Kolkata, and how this Kolkata branch is similar connecting to maybe Pune. So these are how 4 locations will connect with each other. This is called routing. Means a router will talk to each other. That's called routing. So we have static routing. Okay, so there is a routing which is called default routing, where we will connect with the service provider. Okay, what is service provider? Internet service provider like Airtel, AT&T. There are many companies who provide internet. That is called internet service provider. So when we connect with ISP, there we are going to use this type of routing, which is called default routing. Okay. Then I will give you overview of network automation. Okay. Because network automation is actually helping network engineers to ease the process. Okay. Why we use network automation? Suppose in after the CCNA, maybe you go for CCNP, which is advanced level. Okay. And after that, there is some network automation topics. So once you are very good network engineer, and then you learn network automation, what is the benefit of automation? That by using some software, you can manage your all branches from one location. You do not have to go to Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, Kolkata. So, by using some softwares or some scripting, okay, so we can use automation. So automation, network automation means that if you want to configure 100 routers, okay, suppose a company name changed. Suppose a company name may be WA, okay, or WAX or something. Okay, suppose this is a company name. Okay, okay, and this company is acquired by some another company. Okay, maybe some company, maybe tech something. Okay, so now these company routers, they have to change their name to this new company. So how you will configure, like how you will change the router names, or how you will change the like a few parameters in router, that we can do by network automation. And the similar automation is also in cloud nowadays. Okay, somebody was asking me what is this Docker and container, Docker and Kubernetes. Okay, so these are the tools. Okay, these are the tools used for network automation. Suppose you want to configure 100 Linux servers. Okay, if you want to do some auto scaling, suppose you are watching a movie on Hotstar. Okay, or maybe you are watching a live cricket on Hotstar, and just maybe 5 million people are watching Hotstar. Just after that, Virat Kohli came, and maybe suddenly the traffic increased to 10 million. So now you can see the server load from 5 million people to 10 million once the new batsman came, which is quite popular. So this Hotstar, they need auto scaling. Okay, they need auto scaling kind of features. So these are kind of the automation tools which will auto scale the server to whatever permissions we have given to this Hotstar application. Okay, so cloud is basically the automation of servers like Linux servers or some kind of web-based application. And here, when we talk about network automation, it is like providing or doing automation in router, doing automation in switches. Okay. So there is one more protocol, which is OSPF. This is what we are going to learn for around 2-3 classes. Okay, OSPF is similar to like how these 4 location or 10 locations will talk to each other. So the difference between this static routing and OSPF, so static routing is manual process. Okay, this is not useful when you have maybe 50 locations or maybe 500 locations. So if you have 500 location, you cannot do manual routing. Manual routing means we have to add manual route in the routers. Okay, which is a time consuming process. So this is a protocol which will automatically share the routes with each other. Okay, so just understand this is manual work. This is little bit of automation, kind of. Okay, but it's not automation. This is called automatically they share the information. Delhi will share automatically information with Mumbai. Mumbai will share information with Kolkata. This is like OSPF protocol, which is popular. So then we are going to learn about Ether channel. What is Ether channel? Suppose guys, you have 2 switches. Okay, so you have multiple links. So when you have multiple link, then you need to share a lot of big files from one location to another location, and you want to load balance the traffic. So if I'm sending traffic from this switch, so all 4 links will be used, because if I use all 4 links, then I can forward my traffic with a high speed. Okay, to get high speed, this topic will be covered. This is called Ether channel. Okay, so there is a the other name of Ether channel is also known as link aggregation. Okay, link aggregation. This is the same concept used in servers also. Suppose you have 2 Linux or Windows machine, and sorry, if you have multiple links between server, you can utilize all the links also. The link bundle, basically, this is called a link bundle. So then we are going to learn about this topic, which is called spanning tree protocol. A lot of interview question comes from this protocol. And then we will use ACL, access control list, how to block the IP addresses. Okay, suppose you want somebody to not use a Facebook server, or maybe you want to block one server to another server. So there we are going to learn this topic, which is called ACL, access control list. Okay, so any doubts still here, guys?
Are we going to cover BGP?
BGP is not a part of CCNA, but I have added one BGP fundamental video, so that once you enroll with us, you will have the basic idea of what is BGP for around 1 or 2 hours.
Hi sir, is
EIGRP, sir?
EIGRP is also out of the syllabus, but yes, we will give you EIGRP this in this section.
hi sir, is Ether channel and load balancing same?
Yes,
Hello, am I audible?
Ether, just 1 second. Ether channel and load balancing is 2 different things. Yes, but yes, you can say with Ether channel, we actually improve the speed of links. Yes, please go ahead.
Sir,
Next
is there,
question.
sir, hello?
Yeah.
Is there any other application or is there any other education for load balancing?
Yes, there is a education on different, there is a different product in the market, which is called F5.
It's
Okay.
It's like CCNA. It's a course.
No, it's not CCNA. So suppose you have multiple servers. Okay. Suppose you have one application in your office, and you buy one product which is called F5. There is one another company which is called Citrix.
Citrix. Okay.
Okay. So you connect all these servers with F5, but F5 is a #1 in the market. Citrix is #2. Okay. So when any traffic is coming from internet in your office, suppose this is a person A, he access the server, F5 will share the traffic from this server. So when another person, B user or the B location users will access the application, they will get the all servers have same application. All these are like cluster. They are like cluster. The same application you have in this server, the same application is also in the server. So this F5 will route your traffic from once like A location to the first server, B location to the second server, third location, third server, like this. So there is a separate course which is called F5 LTM, Local Traffic Manager. You can learn this after CCNA or after CCNP.
Sir, I have a question. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir, in automation, SD1 is there or SD1 is different topic?
SD-WAN is a different topic. Okay, let me tell you guys what is the actually use case. So CCNA is a fundamental course where you will learn about the network fundamentals. You will clear all your concepts like static routing. Shashank, mic off rakho yaar. So CCNA is like network fundamental. You will learn about the topics what I'm going to share here. Okay. So once you have CCNA knowledge, you will be able to understand about IT networking. Okay. Suppose, so once you are familiar, just hold on, let me show you something. So after CCNA guys, you will be able to configure, you will be able to understand these type of scenarios. Okay. Generally, if you go to any company, so what they have switches. Okay. Maybe 1 switches, 2 switches, 3 switches, 5 switches, or maybe more. So all these computers will be connected with these switches. Okay. And these switches then connect with some routers or some kind of multi-layer switches. And then in all of the offices, we have 2 internet connection. So after this CCNA, you will be able to understand the whole company design. Yes. And but this is not only the design. Maybe some companies have a load balancer, some companies have firewall. So you will understand basic understanding of IT networking, because we are going to learn this for almost 50 hours of live training. Okay. So when we are going to do this 50 hours of live training, plus you will get around 40 to 50 hours of videos. So means you are spending your 100 hours on this course, which is sufficient for you to understand CCNA. But yes, do not expect a CCNP, CCI topics in CCNA, because CCNA itself is a basic fundamental course where you will understand about your, like you will actually make your basic strong in CCNA.
Okay.
Okay.
SD1 is on CCNP. It's not in CCNA.
Yeah, I'll come back to that thing also. So you can see this chart also, guys. This is how this is like a Cisco pyramid. So what this pyramid says, that you need to be very strong in CCNA. So once you make your foundation strong, you can learn CCNP very well. Okay. So when you learn CCNP very well, then you can go for CCI or these kind of expert level exams also. Okay. So CCNA is like a foundation. So what my main focus is that you will be able to apply after this CCNA also, you will be able to apply the TAC engineer jobs entry level. Okay. You will be able to apply some associate network engineer jobs. Okay. But if your target is that, yes, you want to become a complete network engineer, then you have to go for the combo, which is CCNA, CCNP. Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
As you told us that network automation can be happen after CCNA, what can we do for the network automation? I mean, what kind of courses should we do?
See, network automation is basically, first you need to be, if you are working in India, still it is going to take a lot of time, so that you will actually get, there are not too many network automation jobs right now in India.
Okay, sir.
Okay, because people are moving to right now, the more network jobs are related to network security and SD-WAN. So in 2022, as a network engineer, you have to learn network security. Okay, network security means once you learn about your networking like CCNA, CCNP. So what you learn here, you learn about complete routing and switching. And after that, if you learn any kind of firewall, then you learn about the network security. So this is going to be in the demand. And another thing is going to be in demand in India, that is going to be SD-WAN. So these two technologies are going to be in demand in 2022. So maybe after 1 or 2 years, you will see very good change that people are asking about network automation skill. And to learn network automation, you have to learn Python for network engineer. Okay, we do train Python for network engineers in networking, but yes, you will not able to understand directly after. Like right now, you have to be very good at CCNA or at least the CCNP one module knowledge, which is an RC.
So I have a question one.
Yeah,
The
Shashank.
thing is, actually, I was looking forward for the job change right now. I've
Mhm.
been working in a Airtel, right, in a Accenture for the Airtel project,
Mhm.
working in ISP segment. I just want to for a job change, looking forward for the job change. So
Mhm.
basically, they were asking about OSPF and BGP more
Mhm.
because I having a lot of experience. Approximately, I have a 5+ years of experience. So they were asking for the OSPF and
Yeah,
BGP, as you
OSPF,
say.
BGP. See, these 2022, I'm talking about the new trends.
Mhm.
Evergreen technology is still this where you will learn about CCNA, CCNP for network engineer.
No, that the basic question I actually was I was just confused about whether
Mhm.
actually I have a not good knowledge in terms of CCNA, but I have been working here and
Mhm.
have working in a transmission segment, not in a routing switching. So I have
Mhm.
just moved out from
So
there to
if you have good experience of a little bit about basic concept of CCNA, so I have
Mhm,
my new batch today itself of CCNP also, where we are going to focus around 25 hours of 20 to 25 hours of OSPF and
mhm.
around 20 to 25 hours of BGP. So this is going
Okay,
to be in detail.
this is going to be in detail. So
Yeah.
rather than if I'll apply for the CCNA plus Palo Alto or SD-WAN, what would you prefer me if I'll go for that?
See, if your requirement is OSP, see, everyone learns in industry according to the demand. Okay, if
Mm-hmm.
your company is asking or when you go for interview because you work with Airtel and this is a
Mm-hmm.
service provider, so when you look for a job change, you will try to
Mm-hmm.
look for a change regarding your profile only.
Correct,
Yes,
correct,
there
correct.
are jobs of SD-WAN, there are jobs of network security.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is going to be very new for you, but if you are looking for a change within maybe 2-3 months, then I would
Mm-hmm.
recommend you to go for like CCNP, where you will learn about OSPF, BGP. But if
Mm-hmm.
your goal is not looking for a change, your goal that you want to additionally learn new things so that it will help you in future, then definitely
Mm-hmm.
you can learn SD-WAN network security part also.
Like I can consume 3 to 4 months or 5 months in it so that we can change after 4 to 5 months to
But
learn a
still
new thing.
SD-WAN works on OSPF, BGP stuff also,
Okay.
even though
So
you have to learn.
and
Guys,
Palo Alto,
let me
what?
honest with you all. Let me honest with you all. You cannot see, if you want to go completely into network security and cyber security in future. ठीक है, तो जिन लोगों को नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी और साइबर सिक्योरिटी में ही जाना है इन फ्यूचर, so yes, they can directly go CCNA and then they can go for network security. Then you can start with CCNP security or maybe some kind of firewalls. So once you become a network engineer, network security engineer, then you can move yourself into cyber security kind of domains. Okay, this is one job path. The another job
Okay.
path, if you want to go into network engineer, but you want to go into some latest things like SD-WAN deployments and all. So then you have to learn with this way, which is CCNA, then CCNP, and then here you learn about SD-WAN and stuff. And if you want to learn network automation, similar path for you, CCNA, CCNP, SD-WAN, and network automation. Clear?
Can we go to the CCNA and Palo Alto? Post that after
This is
completing
not a good
CCNA and
combination.
apply for a Palo.
CCNA will only help you to understand the basics, and Palo Alto is like Ferrari of firewalls. So are you getting?
Mm-hmm.
So CCNA is a basic course and directly you learn about Palo Alto. Yes, you can learn, but Palo Alto is going to be very advanced for you. Okay, and just by showing one skill in your resume, you will not be able to justify your knowledge because you come from Airtel background. And when you
Mm-hmm.
say that yes, you have Palo Alto knowledge, yes, there is chance. There is a chance that you will get a job by showing Palo Alto skills. But yes, many companies. What I recommend you guys, whenever you have a doubt, So जब भी आप लोगों को doubt है regarding your profile, I would recommend you to go and check naukri.com and whatever knowledge you are thinking that I want to learn CCNA and Palo Alto, and try to search what kind of match companies are asking. So when you see here, TCS hiring for network admin, I have searched CCNA and Palo Alto. Guys, those who do not know what is Palo Alto, so Palo Alto is a firewall. Okay. So now you can open these jobs and then you can check what exactly they are asking for. Okay. So now you can see certified with any CCNA is minimum and CCNP preferred. Can you see that?
Mhm.
Okay. So now it is also asking candidates with Cisco CCNP certification optional. But yes, they are asking if you have CCNP kind of knowledge, it is more recommended. And when any company is applying, like TCS kind of companies are hiring, so you can see on one job post 400 people are applying. So now you need to filter your knowledge out of how you will get a call. You will get a call when your resume will be shortlisted, right? And if you show in your resume that you have only CCNA and Palo Alto knowledge, then definitely maybe recruiter will choose the resume of that person which has CCNA, CCNP and firewall knowledge. Got it?
Hi, sir.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yeah. So definitely please follow the path, whatever you like. Okay, listen from everyone, but do whatever you want to do. But yes, I believe in facts. I do not talk about random ideas from my mind. So whenever somebody asks me about career guidance, I always, and with my team, we do like what we call deep dive analysis, that what exactly, and I have around 11 years of industry experience. So according to my industry experience and the things, we recommend candidates to go with CCNA, CCNP first every time. There is only very few exceptions when you do not want to learn CCNP. As a network engineer.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
So this is Shubham, sir. So regarding the means L1 interviews that I have been facing in British Telecom for the past 1 year, so they have been genuinely asking questions about OSPF and BGP only. So they have been diving deep into these topics regarding L1 only. But whenever I'm learning the JDs for these jobs, so they write that only CCNA knowledge is mandate, so nothing more than that is required. But whenever
Actually, yeah, let me tell you what happened in industry like after 2013 and 14. Okay, so before 2013, guys, CCNA was enough to get a job as a network engineer. But now in 2022, CCNA is not enough. You have to go with CCNA, CCNP, these kind of, this is the bare minimum knowledge you have to become a network engineer. Okay. But if you learn about some add-on, like if you learn about firewall, you can apply the network security jobs. So when you learn about SD-WAN, you will be able to apply network engineer plus SD-WAN skill, because this is in trend right now. Okay, SD-WAN. And when you learn about automation, so automation, firewall and SD-WAN, these are add-ons. Okay, samajh aa raha hai sabhi ko?
Yes.
So these are the basic skills. Like this is like 10th and plus 2 of network engineer. You can understand in this way.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, this is your CCNA 10th class. Plus 2 is your CCNP.
Which are mandatory to do.
Yeah.
Anything.
So this is, yeah. So these are add-ons. So when you learn add-ons, when you learn automation, you will be able to apply a lot of jobs. When you learn SD-WAN, there is a demand. But if any fresher is coming to me and say, I want to learn directly SD-WAN. So tell me, will you able to become like engineering graduate without doing 10th plus 2? No, right? The similar way, these are the building blocks of any network engineer. Those who do not want to become a network engineer, or those who do not want to go into networking, then CCNA is sufficient for them. And then they can learn CCNA, Linux, then they can move into cloud, Docker, Kubernetes, AWS. They can follow that path if they want. But yes, if your goal is to jump on, and if your goal is to become a network engineer first, so the minimum recommendation is there, CCNA, CCNP. There is only one exception. If you want to go into network security, okay, so then you can go, instead of CCNA, CCNP enterprise, you can jump to CCNP security also. But somewhere down the line, when even this person is going to give interviews, he is going to face little bit challenge in clearing OSPF or some kind of BGP interviews. Okay.
And sir,
How about switching concepts?
CCNP has switching concepts, dear.
Sir, I have a question, sir. For fresher, both CCNA and CCNP is necessary, or only CCNA is?
Sanket, nothing is necessary. Even CCNA is not necessary, bro. Necessary is something like what exactly you want to become first.
Sir, for
this is
network
very
engineer, for fresher.
So if you want to become a network engineer as a fresher, CCNA, CCNP is right now in the market. But yes, after CCNA also, I would recommend you to apply jobs. If you get a job as a CCNA, then it is very good. If you do not get a job as a CCNA, you have to continue your study in CCNP. Okay.
Sir, what about certifications for CCNA?
No, CCNA certification is not required right now, because as a network, if your goal is to become a network engineer only, you can go for directly CCNP certification in future. Nowadays, earlier we have to pass CCNA, then you have to go for CCNP. But now CCNA exam is not required, because CCNA exam cost is around 26,000 Indian rupees, and you will get only one chance to pass this exam. Okay. And if your goal is to become a network engineer, CCNA is just a basic course. Just imagine like you want to become an engineering graduate, but you have only 10th class certificate. Will it be going to add a lot of value in your resume?
No, sir. No.
Got it? What I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So CCNP is a professional. Yes, CCNA has good demand. I'm not saying, but yes, if you have extra money, you can go for CCNA certification. But nowadays, even for fresher, I would recommend CCNA, CCNP, which will take around 4 to 5 months to complete. But this is going to very helpful in your future. If you stick yourself into CCNA, you will not actually going to get a lot of benefits in CCNA. And you will come to us and say, sir, I'm not getting calls. They are asking a lot of BGP. They are asking a lot of OSPF. This is, I'm sure many of you are getting challenges, these kind of challenges, those who are working with Airtel or these kind of companies.
And sir, after passing CCNA or doing this course, so how can one get into the cloud career with the network engineering?
See, first, yaar, main wahi bata raha hu, stick to one thing at one time. You cannot put your legs in two boats, right? You will not go anywhere then. So if your goal is to become a network engineer, first become a network engineer only. So once you become a network engineer, when you have a decent package of around 5 to 8 lakhs approx, okay, then you step into cloud skills, then you gain your cloud skills. Okay, follow the path. You cannot become expert of everything in one course or two courses. Okay. So you have to spend, if your goal is to become a network engineer, you have to give a target to yourself that yes, I have to be on 5 to 8 lakhs. So once I have 2-3 years experience as a network engineer, then I will move my career into cloud skills. But if you get a job not as a normal network engineer, if you got a job as a network security engineer, okay, then you can try this other field also, which is called cyber security. Got it now?
Okay. Sir.
So as a fresher, your first goal is to get a job as a network or TAC engineer. Okay, this should be your goal.
The difference between TAC and network engineer?
The difference between network engineer is a common man, TAC engineer is a superman. Okay, let me give you a little bit idea.
Yes,
okay, so the network engineers are basically when in your company, suppose this is your company design. Okay, so as a network engineer, you have made this design, you know everything about it, but there is a problem. This link which is coming from internet, this link is flapping, and you have tried, tested everything, but you do not know what is the issue, then you call the company, the Cisco company. Okay, you call Cisco, and Cisco call will be transferred to TAC engineer, technical assistance center, and this TAC engineer will check this router in detail. They have some lot of in detail knowledge because they are expert of that product. Okay, so now they will deep dive into, and then they will check, okay, there is a packet drop, okay, there is an interface high. They will come to know, okay, the router has a high CPU, high RAM, and maybe the Cisco TAC engineer will kill some irrelevant process. Suppose when we run some संकेत माइक ऑफ रखो. हाँ, तो जैसे कि लैपटॉप में सपोज इन लैपटॉप यू प्ले अ गेम and you have exit or quit that game, but still your computer is on high RAM, still computer is not working properly, so you have to kill the process from task manager. Yes or no?
Yes sir, definitely. Yeah.
है ना, याद आ रहा है? तो ऐसे ही राउटर के अंदर भी when the router is working, it is working on many different process. So as a normal network engineer, you do not know how to kill the processes of Cisco routers, and you do not know which task or which process is very important and which is not important. So these TAC engineers are specially trained on these product. They know in and out and hardware, everything, all details of this product. Okay, so this is the difference. They are expert of one particular domain. Network engineer is like having a good knowledge on different product, but they are not expert of that product. So TAC engineers are expert of one particular product. Maybe when you join a Cisco team as a switch, Cisco, if you are in Cisco switch team, you will be having a very expert knowledge on these switches. So when you going into routing team, you will be going to have very good knowledge on routing. Okay, so when you are on firewall team, so they have TAC engineer, basically experts of one particular device. Maybe when you become a TAC engineer of router, you will only take care of all the router issues. So when you become a switch TAC engineer, you will be going to take care of all the switch related issues. Got it now?
Okay, sir.
Yes sir. Yeah. So like sir, I also work in HCL, so I am in project of Cisco.
Great, Vivek.
Yeah, so sir, what we do
Which
is like,
team you have joined?
sir, data MACD team, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So in that, what we generally do is like we are monitoring. That is our job, to onboard the devices and disconnect these router and switches of different customers. So we have that department also of TAC engineer, but they still have.
So NOC engineer, somebody is asking what is NOC engineer. NOC engineer profile except TAC engineer, or other profiles are doing the same work mostly. Okay, so the NOC engineer is also like similar. Sometimes they get configuration, but mostly their jobs are related to network monitoring. Okay, so basically if you go to this website and check about Airtel NOC, and there is a one guy from Airtel also, he must be knowing that. So this is like a Airtel NOC where maybe L1, L2, L3 engineers are sitting, and they will monitor their network. This is kind of a NOC jobs. Okay. Got it, guys? This is NOC centers. So just you have to monitor, and if any issues come, you have to check the client connections, and then you need to resolve their issues. Like, yes, we will help you. We will fix your issue in next 2-3 hours. Like these kind of incident management and all those stuff.
Sir.
Okay, clear?
Sir, मेरा doubt है sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, Prakhar this side.
Yeah, Prakhar.
कैसे हैं सर आप?
हाँ बढ़िया, बताओ.
सर मैं कह रहा था कि I am from transmission background. I usually work on layer 2 devices, MUX and all. So I joined this CCNA batch because I just want to switch from transmission to data. Right. So after CCNA, there is no job for me. I have 7 years of experience. Package is above 8 lakh.
Siddharam.
Right. So So no
Yes,
job for
if you have already 8 lakh CTC dear, you are not the first one from telecom. I have like in my last previous maybe 20-30 batches, we got to have a lot of telecom guys. Okay,
Yes.
so you are on 8, somebody was on 18 lakhs also. So because as the telecom engineers are not like they are not able to justify their salaries because telecom is in the huge loss right now. So what they have done, like this guy has learned a lot of things. He learned SD-WAN from us. It's CCNP data center also, because he need to justify his package. So now if you want to justify your 8 lakhs, you need to learn those skills what people are having right now with the 8 lakh CTC as a network engineer. Okay, in short, you have to go for CCNA, CCNP, firewalls, okay, at least to match your 8 to 10 lakh CTC. CCNA is not enough for you.
All right, sir. Then CCNP, I am getting n number of emails from Gaurav. This CCNP, that CCNP, and I don't know what is the difference between the others which Gaurav is providing to.
So very simple, guys. Very simple. Do not get confused because I am helping you in this session so that we will be on only one session. We either you can say time waste or either you can say time invest. But this session is very important so that you guys will get a clarity. Yes, agree everyone?
Yes, sir.
Only one person agrees?
Definitely.
Yes.
See, I can teach directly. Even I do not want to waste my time. I can directly start a network fundamental and we can close this class today.
No, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so but yes, I think let's focus on building careers rather than just giving the content, because content is everywhere, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you are here to focus more on your career, and definitely you need career path, because many people have huge potential, but when they do not get proper guidance, so they are not able to justify their knowledge and they are not able to explore their potentials, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Sir,
very simple. CCNA is a first level course from Cisco. After that, you have a lot of different types of CCNP, which is called a CCNP Enterprise, which is very popular, which is also known as routing and switching. Okay. And after that, you can also go for CCNP Security. Okay. So which is about proper security knowledge of a Cisco product. And there is a third one, CCNP Data Center. There are others also, but I will focus on what we deliver. Okay. So there is some CCNP collaboration, CCNP wireless, but these are 3 evergreen, you can say, about after CCNA. Okay. So I would say this CCNP Enterprise will help you to understand the routing and switching part, because when you go to any company, guys, tell me what is the first, suppose you want to build a company network. आप लोगों को सभी को एक कंपनी का नेटवर्क बनाना है. So first, what devices you will pick? You will pick firewalls or you will pick router switches first?
Router and switches.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So you will pick router and switches to make the company network. Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So in simple words, CCNP Enterprise will help you to deep dive of routing and switching. So whenever you join any company, even I'm just giving an idea, there are many companies which are working without firewalls also, because they do not want too much security. They do not have servers in their office. So when they do not have servers, they do not need too much security in their office. Correct? Yes or no?
Right, sir.
Right. So the CCNP security is all about devices which are very popular in market, like ASA firewall, okay, FTD. These two are firewalls of Cisco. Okay. So there is one another product which is called ICE, Identity Service Engine. Okay. Suppose you have 100 of network engineer. So when you log in this router, okay, suppose you log in this router from different location, it will ask your username and password. But these username passwords are stored into this server, which is called ICE server, Identity Service engine. So whenever this user this is suppose network engineer. So when this network engineer login into my router, the router will check the database and database will have the username. So it means a router will give permission to this user to access. So this type of device, which is called ICE, is also in this CCNP security. So a lot of email attacks are coming in company. So maybe you have some email server in your company and you want to protect this email server from one product which is called Email Security Appliance, ESA. Okay, Email Security Appliance, that is also used. This is also covered in this CCNP security. So also when you have this branch, okay, suppose the same kind of office you have in different place where you have two internet connection, maybe two routers, okay, maybe you have switches. So maybe you have hundreds of branches like this. Similar, inside, अंदर से सारी branches एक जैसी हैं. All branches have two internet connection, but you want to connect this router with this router, okay, and this router with this router, because Delhi and Mumbai branch needs to share information with each other like banks. So all the branch offices of banks are connected to each other, yes or no? When you deposit your money from Delhi, you can also take the cash withdrawal from Mumbai, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
these
Sir.
routers over the internet, you connect your offices with each other. That is called VPN. So this, yeah, so these VPNs are also covered in this CCNP security. Okay, so this is router switches also, and so you will learn about other technologies also, but yes, mainly focus on router and switches. There are other things also. And ASA, ICE, ESA, WPN, and there is a web security appliance also. Okay, similar for malware attacks, that people will not attack your company with some kind of viruses and all those of stuff. So these are the things you learn in CCNP security. Clear, everyone? So the third type of CCNP is a data center. There are like when you guys upload your photos in Facebook or so these servers are actually connected with these kind of devices which are called a nexus. Okay, so very big data centers, when we talk about very big companies like Cisco or maybe Facebook, so they store a lot of data, and all these servers are connected with a lot of advanced type of devices called switches. Okay, so these are special switches in so these are special switches by Cisco which are used in data centers. Okay, so you learn about how to connect all these servers together, and all switches are managed by one software which is very popular in market. Okay, so you will learn in data center about Nexus. Okay, so this is a very popular technology in data center. When we talk, what is data center? The companies where the data is stored. Okay, maybe AWS, maybe Azure, everywhere where we store our data, these companies need data center engineers, those who work on Nexus switches. Okay, so if you know how to configure the normal Cisco switches, and if you learn about Nexus, you will be easily able to configure these. But yes, there is slightly a difference. And here the new other technology which is called ACI, because all these switches, all these big switches, because in data center you cannot manage all switches from one by one. So all these switches will manage from one software which is called ACI. Okay, which is also one of the top trending technology in the market. Many companies are looking for ACI engineers. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now if you are a fresher, so I would I'm talking about Cisco technologies only. So you can go for CCNA, CCNP Enterprise. So this is my recommendation to everyone. This is you should go for. Okay, and then you choose, if you get a job as a data center engineer, so you have to learn CCNP data center at that time. But if you get as a job as a security, suppose you got a job as a security engineer where you have ASA or maybe these kind of devices, so you can skip the data center and you can learn security. Okay. So maybe suppose let's take a chance now, guys. Suppose you got a job in a data center. आपको data center में job मिला. Suppose you worked as a normal network engineer for 2 years. So after 2 years, you got a job from maybe good company like Facebook. Okay, so when you apply a job as in Facebook, so Facebook is saying, okay, we will hire you if you improve your knowledge in Nexus and ACI. So once you improve your Nexus ACI knowledge, so maybe 2 years you spend your knowledge in router switches. Maybe 2 years you got a knowledge in data center. Now you want to, everyone wants to improve their salary structures. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So maybe after that you want to go into security. Okay, so there you learn about CCNP security and learn these concepts, and maybe the next job is a mix of data center. In maybe you join a company like Apple. Okay, so I worked with Apple. I know, guys, all these technologies are used there. Vishnu, mic off, please. Okay, so these big companies have a lot of engineers on routing switching. They have security devices. They have data center devices. So when you become a network or senior network engineer, you will be able to configure Nexus. At the same time, you will also get exposure to configure ASA. You will also get exposure to learn or configure routers. So at that point of level, you might need all these certifications are going to help you. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
this
sir.
is not
Yes, sir.
CCNA, CCNP is not the end. CCNA, CCNP is the start of your career. So आगे की जो भी jobs आपको मिलेंगी, whatever the next assignments and jobs you will get, you will increase your knowledge according to that. Clear?
Okay,
So once you get a job as a network engineer, but maybe in your company, you have maybe Palo Alto firewall. So you have to increase your knowledge into Palo Alto. So if you have Cisco's products, you have to learn Cisco technologies. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So like now, sir, I am not allowed. Not allowed to do those kind of works which we learn in CCNA also. Like what they give me as a job is to onboard and disconnect all those devices, being in a MACD team. So after doing these courses, will they allow me to go for those positions
See,
also?
companies allows engineers after experience, dear.
Okay.
Even after, if you learn CCIE from us, you will not get a directly the high-end switches. Okay, this is what I tell everyone: do not go with the expert things directly as a fresher, because even though you will not get exposure of these things, because companies trust network engineers according to their experience, not according to their certifications.
Okay.
Got it?
Right.
Okay, so if Apple wants to hire a person who can configure their Nexus device, so even if as a fresher, if you learn CCNP data center, you will not be hired by Apple, because they need 5 years experience guy, those who will configure Nexus devices from maybe from work from home, maybe from office, because they need a person who know the criticality of their company network. If any fresher will join, they will not get exposure of Nexus, ACI, or these kind of products. Got it? Sometimes even if you do CCNA, CCNP, in many companies also, you might not get router switches access also in the first year, maybe in the first 2 years. Sad but true.
Yes, it is.
But see, guys, these devices are very costly. Router switches, firewalls, these are like companies spend millions of dollars to put their money into building infrastructure. So they do not want just any layman person will come and configure the devices, right? So they need experts. And you will not become expert in one day. Obviously, you have to work hard. Okay, so there is no shortcut into IT networking. I think there is no shortcut even in programming or these kind of jobs also.
So how much time it will take to complete a CCN and CCNP both?
See, generally it depends on your previous experience. If you are working as a working professional right now, you can join both the things together. Suppose somebody said I'm from telecom, so he can join CCNA CCNP together. But if you are a fresher, this is the first time you know the things regarding CCNA, so you have to go with CCNA, which is approximately 2 months or 2.5, and then the CCNP. And CCNP also has 2-3 modules. So how many modules you are learning here, that depends. If you learn SD-WAN
If
also,
will basically go for the CCNA plus CCNA enterprise, then how much time it will take approximately?
CCNA 2 months, CCNP 4 months.
Okay.
If
So
you
basically
take the
6 months
SD-WAN combo also, which is another 1 month, which is around 5 months. If you take the SD-WAN technology also.
Okay. So it will go approximately 7 months of a course, including CCNA, CCNP, and SD-WAN.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Clear, guys? So let's continue the things. And so how to do the labs? That's the main question. So first,
sir,
Hanji.
I have a question, sir. Sir, if someone wants to get into penetration testing field, what should the parts?
See, I'm not a penetration testing engineer. So, but yes, I know about, because in networkings we deliver those trainings. So penetration testing like there is a course which is called IT professional at networkings, where you learn about CCNA, where you will understand about networking concept. You will understand about Linux, okay, in deep dive. And then you can learn about ethical hacking, where there is a program called Certified Ethical Hacking. Okay.
Okay, sir.
तो आप इनका combo कर सकते हो, so that you will move yourself into CH. And after that, so once you go with CH, then you can go for OSCP. Then there is some advanced level expert, OSCE. Okay, then there is a TM security. बहुत कुछ है, आ चुका है security में भी. So these certifications we have not started yet, but yes, you can start this beginner level networking, Linux, and CH. If you do not need too much networking, then you can skip the CCNA also. Just learn the basic IT networking knowledge.
So ये NRC क्या है? NRC?
यार CCNP NRC क्या है? So CCNP NRC ये जो enterprise है ना, this CCNP enterprise comes with a few modules like Encore, okay, which is like one main exam, and NRC. Okay, so in simple word, this is just Encore has a lot of topics which will cover routing switching, and NRC has a lot of detailed topics like OSPF, BGP stuff, which has around 5 topics. Means in short, both covers routing and switching. Okay, so the SD-WAN wala jo module hai, the SD-WAN module is named as ENSDWI. ये बस नाम है इनके. Okay, Enterprise Core Advanced Enterprise Advanced Routing Services, and this is about Enterprise SD-WAN implementation.
आप कौन सा कराने वाले हो?
मैं तो सारे ही पढ़ा दूं भाई, टाइम की कमी है थोड़ी. Okay, so yes, in networking I focus on CCNA and this NRC.
Sir. Hello, sir.
But yes, everyone is here coming from industry only. ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई भी हम फालतू ले आते हैं बंदा. Like every trainer in networking is from industry only. Yeah.
Sir, तो मैं I am
आपका आप हो ना?
never MCA good or bad.
MCA से जल्दी पूछो यार.
MCA sir.
या अगर आपके पास जॉब ही नहीं है ना ब्रो, like if you do not have a job, you want to get a job, then the CCNA MCSA is a good start. Because if you do apply as a network engineer, maybe you do not get, maybe some kind of jobs which are asking mixed knowledge of Windows Server, routers, which is the base to get a basic kind of jobs. So CCNA MCSA or CCNA MCSA Linux will help you. तो ये कॉम्बिनेशन इसलिए जिन लोगों के पास जॉब नहीं है, फॉर फ्रेशर्स दिस प्रोग्राम इज बेस्ट. and the freshers who have already made their mind that I want to become a network engineer, so उनके लिए CCNA CCNP है. But yes, guys, you will take time. Okay, maybe after CCNA CCNP, maybe you need 3 to 4 months minimum to get a job. Or यहाँ पर maybe you can get a job maybe after 1 month also, because you get to know a lot of technologies here.
हेलो.
Yeah.
हाँ सर, मुझे पूछना था एक्चुअली. मैं ट्रांसमिशन बैकग्राउंड से आईपी में आया हूँ अभी, और 1 ईयर हो चुका है आईपी में. बट एक्चुअली मुझे एक वाउचर मिला है सीसीएनए का, जो कि मुझे फेब एंड तक मुझे करना है, और सीसीएनए का फंडामेंटल भी क्लियर हो जाएगा, तो सीसीएनपी भी पैरेलली चालू है मेरा. तो मुझे अगर क्लाउड में जाना है तो कौन सा अच्छा रहेगा?
यार क्लाउड वाला दिमाग से निकाल दो, पहले तुम अच्छे नेटवर्क इंजीनियर तो बन जाओ. पहले सभी कोई क्लाउड में जाना है. मुझे तो लग रहा है थोड़े दिन में क्लाउड ही कहेगा बस यार हमसे नहीं हो पा रहा है.
एक्चुअली अभी सब लोग फायरवॉल और क्लाउड दो ही चल रहे हैं ना ज्यादा से.
नहीं, वो चल रहा है ऐसी. जब भी मार्केट में हाइप बनता है, मार्केट में तो टेस्ला की भी हाइप है, पर हर कोई नहीं खरीद सकता ना टेस्ला. आर यू गेटिंग नाउ? Tesla is best car in the world. Everyone agrees?
Yes, right.
Yes, sir.
Everyone cannot afford it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Same thing goes with cloud, guys. Cloud is on hype right now, but cloud is not meant to like for everyone. Yes, slowly, steadily, we have to move into cloud. But if you plan that, yes, I want to become into cloud, cloud is nothing, just putting your devices in servers is cloud.
नहीं सर, अभी क्या है ना, मैं एक्चुअली राउटिंग स्विचिंग मतलब राउटर स्विचेस पे काम कर रहा हूँ. SD-WAN मेरे की पर भी काम कर रहा हूँ अभी. बट अभी मतलब स्विच करना चाहता हूँ क्लाउड में. तो
ब्रो मैं वही बता रहा हूँ, यू नीड टू बी वेरी क्लियर. क्लाउड में चलो शिफ्ट हो गए, सपोज यू गॉट शिफ्टेड इनटू क्लाउड. नाउ टेल मी व्हाट यू विल डू इन क्लाउड.
क्लाउड में मतलब AWS में नेटवर्किंग का भी पार्ट आता है ना, तो मैं सोच रहा था कि उसमें कुछ.
So you say that I want to become a cloud network engineer.
Yes.
Okay, so please be clear whenever you plan anything for your career. So to become a cloud network engineer, so just try to go and search about this profile in Naukri. समझ आ रहा है मैंने क्या बोला है? फैक्ट पे बात करो यहाँ पे. ऐसे नहीं है कि मुझे ये बनना है. पहले वहां जाके चेक करो. First check there are cloud network engineer jobs or not in the market for freshers or whatever. कितना experience आपको?
6 years sir.
6 years into networking only?
Yeah, मतलब 4 year तक मैं ट्रांसमिशन पे काम कर रहा था.
Means in short you have 2-3 years experience, right?
Yeah, IP में.
Yeah, so just try and search if you have cloud network engineer job अगर market में है. देखो आ रही है, दिख रहा है? So now you got it. Yes, there is a jobs in market. Yes, earlier it was not there in the market, but now companies are hiring network cloud engineers also. So now once you already planned, yes, I want to become a network cloud engineer, I want to do networking in cloud. So what you have to learn? The data center network infrastructure. समझ रहे हो?
हाँ.
Okay, so data center means you might be having, you can see CCNA, CCNP preferred, AWS certification is preferred. So if you learn CCNA, CCNP in a good manner, and if you learn AWS, which AWS? AWS networking certification.
Okay.
Which certification? AWS network specialist. तो एक ये certification है market में. So if you learn this AWS certified advanced networking, okay. You will be able to apply these kind of jobs. But if you check the exam content of this certification, you need to be very good at AWS. So directly you will not understand this course. आपको इससे पहले you have to learn AWS Solution Architect Associate exam first. Which certification?
Solution Architect.
यहाँ पर दिखेगा, अभी दिखाता हूँ मैं आपको. Just 1 second.
तो ये क्लाउड में जैसे अगर ये जो क्लाउड के लिए चल रहा है, तो क्लाउड में जाने के लिए क्या हमको ये बेसिक CCNA की रिक्वायरमेंट है या हम लोग डायरेक्टली मूव इन कर सकते हैं?
देखो क्लाउड में यार हर चीज है. क्लाउड में जैसे अभी एग्जांपल देता हूं मैं आपको. Let's make it very simple, guys. You will get very good clarity on your career. मुझे अच्छा ये बताओ, अभी आईटी इंजीनियर जो हैं, द आईटी इंजीनियर्स वी हैव इन मार्केट, कितने तरह के आईटी इंजीनियर है? नेटवर्क इंजीनियर, यस और नो?
करेक्ट करेक्ट यस
लाइनेक्स इंजीनियर,
Yes, sir.
और बताओ विंडोज इंजीनियर,
Yes, sir.
System engineer.
विंडोज इंजीनियर और सिस्टम इंजीनियर इज सिमिलर थिंग काइंड ऑफ, राइट?
ठीक है।
Developer.
या राइट नाउ डेवलपर है, और क्या है बताओ? टेस्टिंग, सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टिंग,
टेस्टिंग
Testing
सॉफ्टवेयर
वाले।
टेस्टिंग या
टेस्ट इंजीनियर,
मैनुअल एंड ऑटोमेशन।
हाँ हाँ वही ISTBQ.
Security engineer.
Which engineer?
Security engineer.
Which security engineer?
Application security engineer, sir.
हाँ, so ये बोलो ना, application security engineer means those who test the applications, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's called application testing engineer. And cyber security analyst, right? So those who test the applications and find the vulnerabilities, yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, or the software developers, and the developers are also front end and the back end, right?
Back end, yes.
ठीक है, यही है. And there are advanced things nowadays also, like machine learning, data science
scientist,
engineers,
data analyst.
okay, artificial intelligence engineers. Okay, so generally these are the engineers in the market right now. If you join as a IT engineer, right? IT में जितने भी jobs हैं यही वाले हैं almost, right? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
now अभी network engineer क्या करता है? Network engineer is doing the router switches stuff in their office, yes or no? Linux engineer is managing the Linux servers in their office.
Device.
Windows engineer managing the Windows servers in their office. They are doing the back end and front end in their machines, in their laptops, right?
Yeah.
Software testing is happening in the software which is inside your company Linux servers. Yes. यही वाला है ना, software testing is happening in software engineers or software testing engineer doing testing the software which are in Linux, and these Linux machines managed by Linux engineer. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Application testing is also done by application testing engineers, and these applications are also in Linux.
Everything, yeah.
Okay, so cyber security also, if they are testing any application, then again these applications on Linux machines. Machine, artificial intelligence, data science, mostly everything relies on these Linux kind of engineers, right? So all the applications, all the testing, all the developer, every work is done on mostly Linux machines or on the Linux servers, or somewhere down the line about when we talk about employee ID, when they log in and all. So Active Directory and all will be on. So now cloud. तो ये जो cloud है, so cloud is nothing. All these jobs are in cloud now. अब बताओ cloud में बनना क्या है? When you say I want to go in cloud, you need to be very specific what kind of cloud job you are looking for. सभी को cloud में जाना है. Cloud is a platform, yes or no, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So when you learn AWS, you know how to run or how to connect the machines, or how to operate, or how to manage that cloud services. When you learn Azure, you learn about the Azure platform. When you learn about Google Cloud Professional, okay, you know about Google Cloud things. So you know how to run this GUI framework, yes or no?
Right.
Yes, sir.
But when you learn AWS, Azure, GCP, basic level course will give you the platform knowledge. So when you have platform knowledge, still you need core skill. These are core skills. You cannot become a cloud engineer without cloud skill, without core skills. So cloud is basically core skill plus platform knowledge. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Core skill तो चाहिए ही चाहिए, boss. Plus cloud platform knowledge help you to become network cloud engineer or cloud network engineer. So these people will do the networking, routing, switching, not switching, basically managing their servers, managing their virtual switches, virtual router. Everything is virtualized. But all the commands, what you learn in this CCNA, CCNP stuff, these same commands, if you are using Cisco router in AWS, सपोज यहाँ पर आपके 4 AWS में सर्वर हैं. Suppose you got 4 servers. You connected all with virtual switch, not with physical switch, virtual switch. So these 4 switches are connected, and on top of that you have made a Cisco router. So tell me, when you configure this Cisco router in cloud, so what type of knowledge you want to configure this Cisco router?
Basic routing switching. Yeah.
CCNA or CCNP, yes or no?
Yes.
So when you put a firewall here, maybe Palo Alto, or maybe ASA Cisco firewall, you need ASA firewall knowledge. Got clarity now about cloud now?
Only the platform has
If
changed.
a fresher, if any fresher learn cloud as a fresher, अगर आप cloud पहले सीख लेते हो, so you will have only the platform knowledge. And if you have only platform knowledge, what kind of jobs you will be able to get? Only tech support jobs.
Tech support. Yeah.
Basic jobs. Yes.
Yes, you can only give the support to the client who want to know about platform, because आपको सिर्फ यहाँ platform knowledge है. The similar we have in tech support jobs here. Yes. So these tech support guys help you to understand, install Outlook, install the basic task IT program, laptop issues fix karna, uninstall or installing the softwares, right? So the same kind of tech support engineer you will become if you only learn cloud. If your goal is to become a tech support engineer in cloud or cloud support engineer, इस profile को बोलते हैं cloud support engineer. Clear?
Yes.
इसके लिए आपको कोई कोर स्किल नहीं चाहिए. यू डू नॉट नीड एनी कोर स्किल. यू कैन डायरेक्टली बिकम ए क्लाउड सपोर्ट इंजीनियर. प्रेशर की भी बहुत जॉब्स होंगी इसमें, आप चेक कर सकते हो. बट यस, यू नीड प्लेटफॉर्म नॉलेज. मींस यू हैव टू एटलीस्ट लर्न AWS, Azure और GCP का सॉल्यूशन आर्किटेक्ट. सो व्हेन यू बिकम, हाँ
सर, CCN पे एक एग्जाम रहेगा, सर्टिफिकेशन क्या 2 रहेगा?
2 एग्जाम देना होता है CCNP में.
कौन सा सर?
आपकी चॉइस है, 6-7 एग्जाम में से 2 देने होते हैं.
तो मेन एग्जाम एक रहेगा ना उसमें?
वन इज कोर, एंड कोर बोलते हैं. अभी मैं आता हूं उसके ऊपर.
ओके.
हेलो.
हाँ जी, टेल मी.
हाँ सर मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि आई हैव क्वेश्चन. आप बताए MCS और जो CCN और उसमें लाइनक्स, वो वाला क्या क्या मतलब होता है कोर्स फ्रेशर के लिए?
अभी यार मैं फ्लो में हूँ थोड़ा. लेट मी कंप्लीट दिस चार्ट. ओके, सो आप लाइक दिस वीडियो विल हेल्प यू फॉर मे बी नेक्स्ट 5-10 years, राइट? सुन लो इसको, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. नहीं है तो मैं कर देता हूँ क्लोज. बोलो.
नहीं सर, यही
नहीं सर कंटिन्यू रहो.
Okay. So Linux engineer, see now Linux engineer, first of all, they need to install the Linux machine in one server, but now all Linux machine are installed into virtual platform like Docker. So Docker is basically a container. Okay, Docker क्या होता है? जैसे suppose how many of you have installed VMware या फिर VirtualBox? Have you tried installing Linux inside your Windows machine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So which technology is that? Virtualization?
Virtualization, sir.
Okay, so virtualization में क्या होता है ना? So virtualization is like you need to install you need to have any Windows machine, and on top of that you install your virtualization layer, and then you install the virtual machines यहाँ पे. Yes?
Right. Yeah.
Suppose you install Linux machine, you install Windows machine, you install maybe another Linux or Kali Linux for testing. So this is the normal virtualization. But when we talk about Docker, so when you want, so why we are installing this VM? Because maybe maybe you installed a Linux machine inside this VMware, and on this Linux machine you are using one application testing. Suppose you are developing an Android app. So where you have installed the Android app, inside your Windows or maybe some kind of Windows server, you installed a Linux, and on top of Linux you installed the application. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
But Docker is basically that you remove this VMware thing. You do not need the another operating system, you directly install Docker on maybe one operating system. So Docker means you do not need Linux machine. You install directly this application on this Docker, which is called container.
Okay.
समझ आ रहा है? पहले आपको पूरा Linux install करना पड़ता था. You have to install Linux, maybe Red Hat Linux, and then you have to install the application. Now you do not need to install any operating system. You can build your application directly on one small virtual machine called Docker container. Clear?
Fine.
So when we talk about hundreds of servers, because as if I given you example in Hotstar, suppose 5 million people are watching cricket right now, and suddenly Virat Kohli came and the traffic reached to 10 million. So they need auto scaling of server. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when you want to increase the capacity of servers, and when you want to install that same application maybe in 100 more servers, तो अगर आपको वही application और 100 server पे डालनी है, so you will not configure one machine one by one Docker container. So you will manage all these Docker machines from one another tool which is called Kubernetes. समझ आया? So Kubernetes actually developed by Google. Okay, now this is what I know. Okay, I have not maybe in future I am going to take these batches also, Docker container, Kubernetes and all. Let me tell. देखते हैं क्या है. So these Docker container Kubernetes means these people. Okay, so these Linux engineers are now learning the new way to make Linux machines and to install application. तो अगर आप देखें यहाँ पे, so all these software engineer, application testing, cyber security, machine data science, all need Linux servers or applications. Yes?
Right.
So now all these applications, everything is going in cloud because you are going to pay the rent of those servers, but within one minute you can upscale 100 more servers. Tell me guys, if Hotstar is having their own servers, and if they want to auto scale, they will be able to do that auto scaling in 5 seconds or 10 seconds?
No, sir.
Office?
No, sir.
तो जैसे कि आज की डेट में पूरी वेबसाइट पे मिलियंस ऑफ लोगों का डेटा आ जाता है, right? Maybe this Instagram reels and whatever you guys watch. Okay, so how when the traffic is increasing day by day, they need auto scaling कि अपने आप सर्वर बढ़ जाएं.
No, sir. Immediately they want. Yes, sir.
Right? So these are the tools. This is why these technologies are in the trend right now. Everyone, all engineers who were Linux engineers earlier, they are now learning Docker, container, Kubernetes, all those stuff. So yes, to learn these technologies, you should be very good at Linux. Clear?
Yes, sir.
सर ये वर्चुअलाइजेशन ओनली लाइनक्स सर्वर पे होगा क्या? विंडोज या अदर कोई सर्वर पे नहीं होता है क्या?
नहीं, Docker you can install in Windows machines also, but all these industry applications are running on the Linux main operating system is Linux.
Because of security only.
See, there are a lot of things like you can install in the VMware also. Okay, so these Docker, container, every company have their own technologies. Google have different, Azure have different, but yes, these are all the companies have similar kind of knowledge. So if you do not want to use Kubernetes, Docker have some their own tool, Docker something.
Sir, एक questions था.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
अगर मुझे सिक्योरिटीज में जाना है, CCNP सिक्योरिटीज, उसके लिए लाइनक्स जरूरी है क्या?
नहीं.
या लाइनक्स? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Linux is important for a network engineer. Just basic Linux is required because when you become a network engineer, you have to check the logs of router and switches in the Linux machines.
Okay, sir.
Because अगर 50,000 लाइनों का कोड है, if there is a running router configuration with maybe 50,000 lines, so in Windows machines you cannot actually search the things properly. Linux will help you to understand. Okay, and network automation tools are in Linux, not in Windows. So yes, Linux is very important for network engineer also if you want to become a network automation engineer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now if anybody wants to configure Active Directory, like Windows engineer learn how to configure Windows servers, and these same guys are going to make Active Directories in the cloud, and they become cloud admins. Okay, cloud administrators. Okay, or Office 365 or Azure administrator. Okay, समझ आ रहा है? जिन लोगों का previous experience, if they have previous experience from the Windows or these kind of, so you have to become cloud administrator or cloud Azure administrator. These kind of profiles will be there for you.
Okay.
So now the developers, so these are developers, still they have to learn same coding like Java, .NET, PHP. So now these .NET, PHP tools are working on cloud. Okay. So the software testing is also happening on the cloud. Application testing, cyber security, everything is on cloud. Got it? The data science reports, machine learning, artificial intelligence, that is also coming on cloud. Got it?
Yes.
But yes, if you ask me, what are the majority of people who are going in cloud? So the majority of people who are going in cloud are two Linux engineers and the Windows engineers. Network engineers are not too much right now. Okay. Because still networking is still the part of infrastructure.
Yeah.
Yes, network engineer make VPN tunnels. So if you have office, okay, and you have 4 servers in cloud, so you will connect to your office with AWS. That is called hybrid cloud. तो network engineer को कितना cloud सीखना है? So you got AWS knowledge, you become AWS network specialist. And when you have CCNA, CCNP, firewall, these kind of knowledge, so this is your company physical router. है ना? So this is your company physical router which is connected to switches, and you have computer servers here. And this is the physical Cisco device, and this is AWS cloud where you have installed the virtual Cisco router. Virtual Cisco router. Both routers are similar. Okay, now you are going to make the tunnel between, or you can say you are going to connect both the cloud and your office. Because why we are connecting with the cloud? Because all your 4 servers are in the cloud, and all these users are accessing their files from cloud, and we have connected this cloud with our office. This is called on premises. क्या बोलते हैं इसे?
On premises.
On premises, and this is on cloud. So on premises and on cloud are connecting day by day. Many companies have on premises and on cloud, and this whole technology is called hybrid cloud. That you have some devices in office and few servers or some kind of application and all you have in your cloud.
Cloud, okay.
Clear?
Yes,
sir, I have a question. You were speaking about the what is called auto scaling. So then what is the difference between auto scaling and load balancing, sir?
Auto scaling means you have a laptop. Okay. Okay. And right now you have installed one application. 100 users come to your laptop. So your laptop is working fine. But suddenly this laptop or this server got 1 lakh people. So your laptop is able to handle that traffic, or your internet is able to handle that traffic?
It will crash.
Okay.
Okay. So the similar example take from server level. So when you have normal servers, so when a lot of traffic is coming, much traffic is required in these servers. Okay. Then automatically these servers will auto scale. So earlier the RAM of this server was maybe 128 GB. So automatically the server increased the capacity to 256 GB of RAM.
But there will be a combination of both. I think load balancing and the auto scaling. Like
Yeah,
auto scale
load
will.
balancing is basically when you have 4 servers, and on top of that you have a load balancer here. Okay, and in production network, this is before I talk about load balancing, there is another concept in cloud which is called CDN, content delivery network. समझे? तो when you talk about a lot of India traffic will go to India server, okay, US traffic will go to US server. How it is possible? Because why? This is the advantage of cloud. So AWS have office in AWS Mumbai. They have office in AWS New York also. So when you deploy your application, you deploy maybe 2 servers in India and you deploy some servers in USA also. So when the India traffic is coming, okay, when a lot of India traffic is coming, so these servers will not be able to handle. So some traffic will shift to US servers also. So this is called CDN, which is called Content Delivery Network. मुझे लग रहा है मैं आज ना क्लाउड की क्लास ले रहा हूँ. Cloud is interesting, but yes, guys, आपको like you need core skill. If you do not have core skill, you will only become a cloud support engineer. Only you can help people to just understand about cloud. Okay, just click here, go to S3 storage. Okay, click here. Are you getting? But like it is the similar level of job what you people have used to
Entry
do.
level jobs.
Yeah, tech support.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, this is possible to make a new Docker container from us, or is it downloaded from anywhere?
Docker you can install directly from Docker website here.
Achha. So is it not possible to create a new Docker container?
You need Docker software. You can install in Linux. You can install in Windows. I'm not getting your question. What exactly you are asking?
No, actually, as a we already installed a VMware. After that, we need a ISO image to install Quest on VMware. So Docker container क्या ऐसे कुछ होता है कि हम लोग डायरेक्ट उसको डाउनलोड करके ऐसे VMware के जैसे यूज कर सकते हैं?
हाँ, VMware के ऊपर डायरेक्टली आप Docker डाल सकते हो.
Okay. जैसे
So VMware has a separate, you can see here. Okay, so this is like we compare 4 different scenarios. You can install what is VMware, guys. ये भी मैं चलो बता देता हूँ. Okay, so VMware is like a very big company. Okay, and they make virtualization software, and very big companies like even the cloud, AWS, Azure, GCP and all. So they are also using VMware ESXi. Okay, maybe I forgot the password. So now you can see this is a VMware. We have installed this in one server. ये एक software है जो हमने एक server पे डाला है. Very simple. Okay. So now from this software you can build your virtual machines. Okay. You can install. You can see create a virtual machine, and then you can install maybe Linux on top of that. You can install Windows on top of that. So in one server you can install multiple machines. Okay, and the Docker is similar to like this. So you can see, so when we install the Docker, so you directly install on this hardware. Okay, when we talk about Docker and all, maybe we are going to come up with this technology. But yes, I would recommend you to have Linux knowledge before proceeding with these Docker container stuff. ये करेंगे सारे मिलके करेंगे आने वाले टाइम में. But trust me, this is not easy. You need to have scripting knowledge of Docker, DevOps, these things also. समझ आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello.
Linux is evergreen. Linux people will definitely going to learn and earn. But yes, the skill set is a little complex. If you are working on Linux from last maybe 3 years, 4 years down the line, so definitely You can learn these technologies, Docker, Kubernetes, and all those stuff. It will be very easy for you to go into this field. But yes, the best way, if you are working as a network engineer, so the best way you learn about router switches, then you learn about the platform, and then you become cloud network engineer. And slowly, steadily, you will be able, and yes, the network engineers are also going to configure router switches in the Docker container. Maybe some people will not be able to understand, but yes, somewhere down the line, you guys will understand. Okay, so let's come back to the thing. Yeah,
Hello.
dear.
This is Bhatt sir. एक्चुअली मैं प्रीवियसली मैं 2-3 साल डेस्कटॉप पे काम कर रहा था. अभी शिफ्ट किया मैं जॉब. अभी नेटवर्क इंजीनियर का जॉब लिया है अभी 2 मंथ से. सो हमारे पे जो बीएसएनएल और टाटा और मेट्रोनेट आईएसपी प्रोवाइडर है. तो अभी नेटवर्किंग तो कुछ नहीं पता है मुझे अभी. तो अभी सीसीएनए के बाद ही सिक्योरिटी पे जाना है ना अभी. मतलब सीसीएनए पे फुल पढ़ के ऐसा है ना सर अभी.
सर मैंने आपको बता दिया है. I have given you all the overview. Okay, what technologies you want to go. All are different core skills. Many people have a combination of multiple skills. Some people have network engineer knowledge also, but sometimes they have Windows administrator knowledge also. Okay, so if you have
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था सर कि इस बैच में सीसीएनए में तो वीपीएन और एक्सेस पॉइंट का मतलब रहेगा ना सर इस बैच में.
वीपीएन का यार आईपीसेक का मैं ओवरव्यू दूंगा आपको. और लाइक रिसेंटली आई हैव मेड आईपीसेक वीडियो. आई हैव एडेड इन यूट्यूब आल्सो. वो वाला वीडियो.
आईपीसेक टनलिंग कवर होगा ना सर.
आईपीसेक का टनल देखो मैं वही बता रहा हूँ. जाके यार एक बार है ना, आई वुड रिकमेंड यू ऑल टू जस्ट गो एंड चेक द एग्जाम कंटेंट. बिकॉज like CCNA exam content topics होंगे यहाँ पे, so that you will get an idea. So these are the topics I have mentioned here. We are the only one who is giving you 90 to 100 hours of content of CCNA. Okay, but yes, we cannot teach 100 hours live. Okay, we are going to cover the live classes of the important or the main topics of CCNA. So many topics are not part of your CCNA, but yes, it will help you to understand or clear the interviews. Like MPLS class ka video, or maybe I can give you this switch stacking video. I can give you this NTP, DTP, VTP. Are you getting now?
Sir, ये सब वीडियो मिल
लाइव क्लास में कवर नहीं होगा सर स्टैकिंग.
Atul sir, is it a live stream on YouTube also?
No. Why?
Oh, all right. No, just one of my
yes, YouTube live stream. We like in every batch I do deliver my 5 to 10% of classes in YouTube also.
Actually, one of my friend is interested in networkings, but he's I should say he has no eyes right now. If we talk about the career guidance, so this session could have been better for him to understand the things.
Yeah, see, dearly, we are famous for giving the guidance, but yes, people are boosted up in the first class. But the only problem in networkings right now, we are giving our 100%, but the other side is not able to deliver. I'm telling you honestly. We have delivered the CCNA, CCNP stuff in a very good manner. Even people can get a job in Cisco Juniper. But after 20-30% of syllabus, students lose their interest because of distraction. Because there are hundreds of or thousands of hours of content available on YouTube. आज content की कमी नहीं है. Maybe you will get all the CCNA, CCNP stuff everywhere. But are you able to learn properly in a proper, systematically and hierarchical way? That's the main thing. Are you getting?
Yes sir. उसका रिजल्ट तो फिर इंटरव्यू में पता चल जाता है ना.
मिलता ही है यार वो तो. देखो लाइक आज नहीं तो कल लाइक every day basis we are putting our results in YouTube community. So if you want to see, you can go to just community section, and on daily basis people are saying, even sometimes I don't remember the names, then I have to check by clicking on their mobile number, Then I come to know, okay, this is Praveen. He got a job in IBM. Okay, so this Hemant is a fresher. He got a job in British Telecom. And all these are like mostly they are freshers. Okay, and Chandrakant. So I believe like if anybody having good experience into network engineer and still they have not started their CCNP, it's a very high time, because just to finish your NANP, go into cloud, and then try to learn about a network virtualization and all. I have made a video. If you are a working or professional or experienced guy, I would recommend you to watch this video, top 7 animation or top 7 certifications in 2022. So you will get a idea from this video also कि मुझे क्या करना चाहिए.
सर एक क्वेश्चन था. हेलो.
Yeah, tell me.
सर CCNA में जो अभी हम लोग पढ़ेंगे उसमें 3 से 4 टॉपिक मुझे कंफर्म करना था, होगा कि नहीं? BGP, MPLS, ISIS और EIRGP.
ये चारों टॉपिक except ISIS, okay, OSPF, BGP, EIGRP is a part of in detail CCNP NRC.
Okay.
So if you are learning this course only because of those topics, and if you have CCNA knowledge, अभी पहले से थोड़ा बहुत CCNA knowledge है, तो आप डायरेक्ट ये कर सकते हो.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
तो नहीं है. Hello.
If you do not have, then go with the CCNA first and then jump on to this.
सर ये ज्यादा सही रहेगा, CCNA उसके बाद CCNP.
हाँ, यही करती है सारी दुनिया भाई.
सर आपने दो रो ऐड किया है यहाँ पे टॉपिक्स का. यहाँ पे एक येलो में और एक लाइट ग्रीन.
Yeah, so this is I am going to take live trainings there, because these are the content of your CCNA.
Okay.
Okay, so these are yellow things. I am going to take live classes, and additionally you will get pre-recorded videos so that you can watch these topics side by side, and whenever you have doubts in these things also, you can ask me in live classes.
Okay. तो इसका कोई live classes नहीं है क्या? Weekdays में ऐसा कुछ?
So if we will take live classes of both things, nobody takes, first of all, you can check and explore the market. So see, nobody gives you 5 hours of interview preparation, right? We are giving 5 hours of interview, 5 hours also. Already I have done hard work on these things.
Okay.
Are you getting? So you will easily able to understand grabs.
Weekdays में चलता है क्या ये टॉपिक?
यार ये टॉपिक पहले से हमने डिलीवर करे हुए हैं डियर. सम टॉपिक्स आर एक्स्ट्रा एंड वी हैव मेड वीडियोस ऑफ दोस थिंग्स. BGP, MPLS, WAN, EVNG, RIP, switch stacking. There are a lot of topics which are not part of your CCNA syllabus. I am giving you as a bonus. तो अच्छा नहीं लग रहा?
नहीं अच्छा लग रहा है, लेकिन पूछ रहा हूँ कि लाइव है क्या?
हाँ, so live training, like if I am going to put my 100 hours in live training, then whatever, like you can understand, like 100 hours of CCNA is not actually like आप 100 घंटे उसमें लगवा रहे हो जिसका इतना बहुत ज्यादा डिमांड नहीं है मार्केट में. I am wasting my time also, and you are also going to put 100 hours live training, means it will complete in 4 or 5 months. In 4 or 5 months you can become CCNA CCNP DR.
ठीक है. तो ये वीडियो हमको सेपरेटली कोर्स में ऐड रहेगा क्या? यूट्यूब में कहाँ पे मिलेगा ये?
These videos, once you enroll, guys, those who have enrolled, please tell me him.
Yeah, sir, enrolled, sir. And sir,
you will get in the account section only.
Enrolled, sir.
So if you are already enrolled, just go to your Learn portal. There you will see CCNA pre-recorded videos. So these videos have similar topics, and you can take in Hindi or English. That's your choice. So you have a choice to get these videos in Hindi or English.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think some modules are given also for 1.5 an hour. Like I saw the BGP one.
See, I can simply say in the market, yes, this is the syllabus. I can hide all these rows. और यही है, देख लो, ये लो. This is the syllabus. Those things, why I'm adding here, because when you are going for interview, okay, so maybe the interviewer will ask you, okay, do you know about RIP? But RIP is यार obsolete protocol. कोई नहीं है कराता. CCNA में खत्म हो चुका है टॉपिक. But if somebody asks you RIP in interview, what you will say? My teacher has not covered. right? So I do not want to listen this stuff. So what I've done, like all the old topics which are out of the syllabus, we have given the videos. You can watch these videos, and whenever you feel like, even when you are with us, and whenever you feel like this topic is missing, can you give me this topic? And if it is related to CCNA, even the older CCNA or the new CCNA, we will give you.
Okay.
Okay, that's our guarantee. जब भी आपको लगेगा, so I want this topic, and can you give me this topic video? But yes, it should be part of CCNA. Do not ask me CCI videos in CCNA.
Okay, right.
Okay, कोई भी topic नहीं छोड़ेंगे, but yes, you have to ask. If you do not ask, then even I cannot help you, right?
Right.
And ask in an appropriate way. Don't ask daily.
Right. Sir, एक क्वेश्चन, मैंने एक्चुअली CCNA, CCNP, एनकोर और NRC और एक फायरवॉल लिया Palo Alto.
The best combination of networkings. So if anybody need assistance, we have a program, guys, which is a network engineer combo, and this is I have made this combo, and almost 2 batches I am taking. So this is the best program for network engineer, which is a combination of CCNA. Okay, and you can see, first we will learn CCNA, then we will learn CCNP. Okay, one module, and then we go and learn one firewall of your choice. FortiGate I would recommend for fresher. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आपको पहले NA पढ़ाया जाता है. Once you learn CCNA, then you learn CCNP, and then you learn one firewall. So then you are ready to get a job as a fresher also. And if you have already working as a desktop or these kind of jobs of 2 to 3 lakhs CTC, you will be able to get around 5 to 6 lakhs also. So ये combo आपको 6-7 लाख के पैकेज दिला सकता है. If you are a fresher, you will start your career with 3 to 4 lakhs. Okay, got it?
Okay. सर मैं तो CCNA, CCNP और फायरवॉल लिया, तो मैं 1 by 1 जाना चाहता हूँ सर.
Everyone go 1 by 1. You cannot jump to one. If you are a fresher in this field, and if you do not have CCNA knowledge, आपको एक एक करके ही करना है. Some people they have industry experience.
मुझे बूस्ट करना है सर डीप में. एक्चुअली मैं करंटली TCS में काम करता हूँ.
Which location, Rahul?
बेंगलोर. सिस्को क्लाइंट है सर. बग एनालिसिस में एक्चुअली, लेकिन मुझे डीप नेटवर्किंग में.
Do you know I was a lead of a learning and development team of TCS.
सर TCS में सुना हूँ सर मैं, आपने किया है बोल के. Job.
I joined as a network admin, but I was lead of a network. एक है ना team, L&D team बोलते हैं TCS में.
L&D, okay.
Yeah, so I was lead of network part. I was taking care of CCNA, CCNP, firewalls, or some kind of SDN trainings in TCS.
Okay.
जितने भी फ्रेशर घुसते थे TCS में, सब मेरी तरफ से ही ट्रेन होके जाते थे.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
अभी माधवी के अंडर है अभी, एक्चुअली हम पता होगा शायद.
Aruna was the lady. She was handling all the training and development. She directly reports to the CEO of TCS.
Okay. तो सर CCNP में फर्स्ट एनकोर लेंगे क्या NRC सर?
NRC. इस कॉम्बो में NRC ही है, तो आप वही करो, वही बेटर है.
तो
Because ये कॉम्बो हमने इसलिए बनाया है. So this combo we have made so that you will be able to crack OSPF BGP interview. Okay. So what we have done, guys, to reduce the fee also. So we have done CCNA add किया इसमें, और CCNP में हमने in CCNP we have added one module which cover OSPF BGP, MPLS, EAGRP, DMVPN, and IPsec. These topics are covered, and these are predominantly eating up the market. काफी demand इनकी. And if you learn one firewall, maybe FortiGate, so you will become a very decent network engineer, and you will be able to apply almost 60 to 70% of networking jobs. But once you get a job, according to your experience, you will improve your other knowledges as well.
हेलो,
एक एक करके भाई. हाँ जी, tell me.
सर
इमरान, yes, इमरान, tell me.
सर ये जो अभी ये बैच चल रहा है हमारा, इसी से हम कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं, ये जो आपका ये बता रहे CCNA, CCNP और फायरवॉल का जो कॉम्बो बैच है
हाँ, यही जो बच्चे मेरे पास यही आ रहे हैं ना, so those who have enrolled with only CCNA, so either they can connect with the team and they can upgrade to network engineer program, or they can after CCNA go for CCNP module and then one firewall. But the only
इस क्लास में CCNP आप शुरू कराओगे ना सर?
मेरा तो आज से फर्स्ट क्लास है CCNP का।
हाँ हाँ, अच्छा, साथ में ही चलेगा ये दोनों, CCNA और CCNP?
जिनको साथ में करना है they can do simultaneously, and if they want to do one by one they can do one by one also. The advantage to join the master programs that first of all जो मास्टर प्रोग्राम करते हैं ना, so first of all उनके रिज्यूमे में, in their resume they can easily mention they have CCNA, CCNP and firewall knowledge, so it will be very easy for us to help and send these resumes to companies. So the guys who join the combos with us, we share their resumes with the top companies, because there are many companies, they ask for multi-skill. They do not ask, like 90% of companies are not asking only CCNA, I'm telling you honestly. जो भी जॉब रिक्वायरमेंट आती है इंडस्ट्री की, वो कॉम्बिनेशन में आती है. Either they are asking the combination of network and security, or either they are asking the combination of networking, OSPF or BGP kind of stuff.
सर आप ही ले रहे हो ना सर सारी क्लासेस?
सर एनकोर और एनआरसी आप ही लोगे ना?
Yes, CCNA, CCNP, and NRC I'm taking, and firewall we have 5+ engineers. So you can watch all the sessions and see कि कौन सा मुझे समझ आ रहा है. मैं तो वही बोलूंगा, ट्रेनर वही चूज करो जो समझ आ रहा है. पहले कोर्स सिलेक्ट करो, and if course is delivered by one good engineer, then definitely go for it. But trust me guys, I have taken the responsibility of networking to bring good engineers. Today we have done CCNP security demo. आप उसका भी जाके डेमो देख सकते हैं. She is the girl is taking, or the ma'am is taking one class of CCNP security. आप हर क्लास का आप क्वालिटी चेक कर सकते हो. You will not regret about the quality in networking. This is our USP.
Sir, I have one query, sir. Naveen.
Yeah, Naveen.
Sir, to be honest, sir, आज आपने जितना भी बताया, सर, more than 70% ऊपर से गया. मतलब
तो फिर तो तुम्हारे लिए फील्ड ही नहीं है भाई, तुम दर्जी बन जाओ. हाँ जी
सर, आई एम अ फ्रेशर.
एक सेकंड उसकी बात कंप्लीट करने दो यार, मजे ले रहे थे. सॉरी नवीन, बुरा ना मान जी भाई.
नहीं, एक्चुअली मेरे पास ऑलरेडी है हाथ में, मतलब जॉब है, लेकिन अब मैं शिफ्ट करना चाह रहा हूँ. लेकिन आप जैसे पहला पढ़ाते थे वो मतलब आप पूरा ही चेंज हो गया. बहुत सारी टेक्निकल टर्म पूछ नहीं पाया बीच में, मतलब वो ऊपर से जाने लग गया. और बीच में
वो यार हमें ना देखो यहाँ पे ना सारे फ्रेशर नहीं है. देयर आर मेनी पीपल हु आर फ्रॉम इंडस्ट्री, और उनके ना बहुत डाउट है कि मैं क्लाउड में जाऊं, विच ट्रैक इज गुड, साइबर सिक्योरिटी इज गुड और नेटवर्क इंजीनियर इज गुड. तो दिस सेशन इज एक्चुअली हम हेल्प कर रहे हैं. आई एम हेल्पिंग यू ऑल. देखो मैंने पढ़ाया ही नहीं तो समझ के आएगा.
टॉपिक ही कवर नहीं किए अभी, एक भी टॉपिक ना. आई थिंक
वो जो टर्म रहता है ना सर, मतलब अब जैसे अब ऐसा लगता है ना अपन कहाँ बैठ गए, क्या लोग बात कर रहे हैं.
वो इसीलिए लग रहा है क्योंकि यार देखो मैं बताता हूँ, एक तो हम ज्यादा इंग्लिश में बात कर रहे हैं. मे बी यू आर नॉट एबल टू कनेक्ट अस टू मच, बिकॉज ये थोड़ा इंग्लिश क्लासेस भी हैं बीच में.
हाँ, एक तो थोड़ा इंग्लिश का भी दिक्कत है, और मतलब एक लगता है मेरे टर्म में कौन सा पूछने में.
पर इंडस्ट्री में इंग्लिश ही देखी जाएगी. इंग्लिश जब आप इंटरव्यू में बैठेंगे ना, तो वहां पे आपसे ये नहीं बोला जाएगा कि हाँ भाई बताओ राउटर स्विचेस में क्या करते हैं कॉन्फ़िगर. आपसे ये नहीं पूछा जाएगा OSPF को या इंटरनेट को हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं. अंतरजाल बोलोगे वहां पे.
Language is not a barrier. Just a start.
Yeah, so it is a start. See, मैं अभी देखो एक चीज पढ़ाता हूँ तुम्हें, बड़ा सिंपल है. Okay. So there is one device. Okay, there is one device which is called switch. Okay, so there is a device called network switch. Okay, so this switch is available in 8 port, 12 port, 24 port and 48 port. Okay, some vendors deliver in 50 ports also, or 62 ports also, but normally the industry goes with the 24 and 48 port. So port means these devices have small ports, okay, like this. Okay, and you guys can add your networking cables in this device, and this device can help you to connect multiple computers. Yes or no?
Yes.
Suppose you have 20 computers. Suppose you have maybe 4 computers this side, and like you can take example of your computer lab, guys. Okay, तो जैसे computer lab को हम connect करते थे, so the same way we are going to connect all these cables to the switches. Okay, like this. Okay, so this is the first level. This is called a local area network. क्या बोलते हैं इस network को?
Local area network.
Local area network.
Okay, so this is a local area network that you are going to connect all the cables with one port. Okay, like this. Okay, so this switch is basically these switches are available in 2 categories. तो ये जो switch मिलता है market में, this switch is available in 2 categories. One is called manageable and one is called unmanageable. So what do you think? What should be the difference? Unmanageable means we cannot manage, right?
Yes, sir.
So unmanageable means plug and play. So plug and play means you connect the switch and connect all the computers, and you do not have to configure anything. It is started working, and all these computers can share files with each other. Yes or no?
Broadcasting, right?
Manageable switch क्या होता है? Manageable switch is like you can configure. You can create like groups. So groups भी बना सकते हो. Suppose you want this group to talk to this group only. You want these 4 machines to talk to each other only, and you want these 4 devices to talk to each other only. So we have made 3 groups, and these groups are called VLANs. VLANs. Okay, so when we talk about Cisco switches, so Cisco switches are manageable switches. And when we talk about unmanageable switches, these are like TP-Link, D-Link. ये जितने vendor है ना, TP-Link, D-Link and all Netgear, all these are unmanageable switches.
Home devices.
Plug and play.
Yes. So when you need security, which switches are better?
Manageable ones.
Manageable.
We don't
Manageable.
want them to give access
Manageable.
to other, yeah.
Okay. And which devices are cheap? These switches are
Unmanageable.
cheap. And these are little costly. We cannot say costly, but yes, these are obviously costly
Not
than
economical.
unmanageable.
Yeah.
हाँ नवीन आया समझ?
धीरे धीरे समझ में आ जाएगा आई थिंक.
इससे धीरे नहीं आएगा भाई कभी फिर. सो देखो व्हाट इज द प्री रिक्वेस्ट. हाँ तो मैं वही बता रहा हूँ कि प्री रिक्वेस्ट क्या है. लाइक व्हाट शुड लाइक फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ईगरनेस टू लर्न, और व्हाट वी कॉल दैट विलिंगनेस टू लर्न. सबसे पहले तो ना कोई बच्चा अगर मुझसे पूछेगा सर इसको सीखना है और लाइक आई वांट टू हैव like I want to make my career and I want my career to be very bright, what I have to do? So first, willingness to learn. Do not learn these kind of courses just for the sake of that. Yes, you want to increase your salary. If you do not love the technology, if you do not able to understand in a very proper way, you are not going to have very bright future in any field. किसी भी चीज में अगर आपको जाना है, even it is networking, cloud, cyber security, you have to actually willingly, you have to put efforts and consistency. Like on daily basis, you have to learn. You cannot say, I will learn only Saturday, Sunday in your classes, rest Monday to Friday, I will not do anything. So then it will take a lot of time. Maybe you will learn CCN in 1 year then. Are you getting what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
तो पहले तो willingness to learn होना चाहिए, and then you need consistency. Yes. And third, that you have to a very clear goal. The clear goal that yes, I have to learn CCNA in next 2-3 months, and I will not learn other things. I will only focus only on this goal, which is CCNA. Clear? So only three things is required, and I just want everyone to attend all live classes, because if you stop coming in live classes, what will happen? You will procrastinate. Okay, आप ये सोचोगे कि चलो क्लास तो रिकॉर्ड हो ही रहा है. Every class is getting recorded. So we record classes because if somebody miss because of internet issue or because of some emergency, or maybe he having some emergency work at his office, so this is the reason we do record. But if you are not attending the live classes, and if you are joining or watching the recorded classes only, then I'm sorry, I'm just giving the feedback. 60% students who do not come in live classes, out of 80% students, they do not learn CCNA. मैं आपको फैक्ट बता रहा हूं ये.
सही है, सही है.
अगर आप 60% बच्चे, 50 to 60% students, they do not come in live classes because they feel like after 50% syllabus, 70% syllabus, they feel like यार अब तो कर ही लिया है, let's try, yeah, I will attend the class. Because do not, if you really want to make your career into this field, then definitely go for it and learn properly. If you are learning this course just maybe just to increase your little bit knowledge, then I would recommend you to better watch YouTube videos. Do not join live classes. तुम पैसे दे रहे हो लाइव क्लासेस अटेंड करने के, और तुम लाइव में ही नहीं आ रहे, फिर फायदा क्या है?
थ्योरेटिकल तो ऐसे रियल में लाइव में नॉलेज गेन होता है सर.
Because you will be able to clear and proper attention. So try to, whenever you take live classes, please try to sit in the idle place. Do not sit with your family where they are watching maybe Aaj Tak, Modi bhashans and other political leaders, and at the same time you are listening my bhashans. Okay, then yeah, because a distraction they nahi seekh sakte na aap log.
Definitely, yeah.
Because what I want you to fix the CCNA. 2-3 महीने में CCNA मिलके करते हैं सारे एक साथ, और बहुत अच्छे से करते हैं. But yes, you need to put your efforts also.
Hello.
Yeah.
Atul sir, एक question है.
Yeah, yes sir.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, actually मैं अभी वर्क करता हूँ कोई कंपनी में, और मुझे like as soon as possible ये CCNA लर्न करना है, तो उसके लिए मैं क्या करूँ?
आपको CCNA लर्न करना है?
I mean सीखना है. Sorry. Yeah.
पता नहीं, हम भी CCNA
ये सब सीखने ही आए हैं ब्रो. All they are attending my live class. From tomorrow we are starting our first day.
अतुल सर, लेकिन कैसा होता है पता है, मेरा ऑफिस का टाइमिंग मिसमैच होता है. आपका लाइव क्लास का टाइमिंग देखा अराउंड 4:30 है something, right?
Bro, see, that is exception. 4:30 है, वो भी because I have this time only. Because I am going to teach today 12 hours. First 4:30 to 7, then 7 to 9:30, and then I have a batch from 9:30 to 11 or maybe 12. This is the schedule. Even I do not have 5 minutes. This is the only time I have. Maybe in my next batch you will get this slot.
Suppose अगर मैं आपका continuously सीखता हूँ, तो मेरे को कितना टाइम पीरियड लगेगा, मतलब
if you are coming in live classes properly, 2-3 months is sufficient.
Just for CCNA?
Yes. CCNA, CCNP 4 to 5 months.
सर मेरे को क्वेश्चन और है. वीडियोस में आपके वीडियोस देखता हूँ YouTube पे, वो मतलब like 10 hours, 17 hours.
See, I am delivering live CCNA of 50 hours. In YouTube, we have added a content of 17 hours. Okay, but this is going to be in very hierarchical way, where you are able to ask me a lot of questions. Okay, so you will actually, when you pay for something, you will actually get more serious about that. Okay, so in short, you will be able to learn properly.
हेलो
हेलो
सर, एक सेकंड. यस सर का कंप्लीट होने दो डियर. या यस सर, आस्क.
एक्चुअली वही है कि मतलब मैं पे कर रहा हूँ और आपके लाइव क्लास अटेंड नहीं करूंगा तो मेरे डाउट्स भी क्लियर नहीं होंगे, तो वही थोड़ा मिसमैच हो रहा है I think। मेरा मतलब ऑफिस टाइमिंग और आपका क्लासेस।
So what you can do, you can check
I'll
with the team. You can check with the team as an exception. You can join this batch, and if you are not able to cope up from the office, you can revert us in 7 days, and you can hold. And whenever we have a new batch at 7 to 9:30, you can come in that batch.
The same problem is with me actually. Having a
और
rotational
मैं
shift.
रहता हूँ यूएई में, I do live in Dubai, and वो टाइमिंग भी
Yes,
ये
sir.
होता
We
है
do
मतलब
have
1.5
other
घंटा पीछे।
trainers as well. Like we do
But
have Monday to
I
Friday batch also. उसमें हिंदी भी चल रहा है. So those people like they are more confident in Hindi. They can join
नहीं,
Monday to
but
Friday.
आप जो सिखाते हो ना वो
And
best
even
है।
sir, recently we started weekend batch also.
मेरे को आपका क्लास ज्वाइन करना है। I will talk to your team।
सर यार अब मैं तो दुबई आके भी नहीं पढ़ा सकता तुझे। हाँ जी हाँ जी,
Thank
टेल
you
मी।
so much।
Sir, I'm a fresher and I really want to be network engineer. But if I don't study Linux and MCSA, will it be difficult?
No. MCSA Linux is required when you want to go into IT, but not as a network engineer. But if your goal is to become network engineer, CCNA is good to start, and then CCNP इसके बाद. Got it?
Yeah, now I enrolled for CCNA, MCSA, and Linux. I can change it to CCNP, right?
You want to become network engineer only?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can change to network engineer combo. Gaurav sir, please help him.
Okay. Sir, I have a question. Sir.
Yes, Sankit.
सर मेरा भी एक्चुअली क्वेश्चन था सर, मतलब लाइनक्स और एमसीएस जो था वो उसके लिए मतलब क्या डिफरेंट है या नेटवर्क इंजीनियर के लिए डिफरेंट वो पूछना।
मैंने लाइक ट्राई टू वॉच आईटी प्रोफेशनल वीडियो इन नेटवर्किंग्स। सो उसमें क्या है लाइक कुछ लोगों को क्या होता है ना, बहुत बच्चे हमारे पास आते हैं, मेनी पीपल दे से आई वांट टू गेट ए जॉब एनी हाउ, आई वांट टू बिकम एनीथिंग बट आई वांट जॉब बिकॉज माय पेरेंट्स आर किलिंग मी डेली। ओके, तो उन हाँ, सो फॉर दोज गाइज वी हैव मेड अ कॉम्बो CCNA MCSA Linux. Like because everything we are covering in CCNA MCSA Linux, and you will be able to apply 80-90 types of jobs. बहुत तरह का जॉब अप्लाई कर सकते हो ना
सर। वो बैच कब स्टार्ट हो रहा है सर?
वो भी स्टार्ट हो गया आज से समझो, बिकॉज आई एम कवरिंग CCNA MCSA Linux. You can join on Monday to Friday.
MCSA का बैच भी स्टार्ट हो रहा है सर मंडे?
हो चुका है
सर
Guys, we have a A1 class from coming Monday.
या सो ये देखो ना, मंडे से हो चुका है MCSA. Linux इज फेब में होगा Linux.
अतुल सर, CCNA का बैच आप लेंगे कल से?
Yes.
Okay sir. So what's the timing?
My timing for Saturday Sunday batch, okay, CCNA is 4:30 PM.
सर आपका डेली बैचेस नहीं है सर आपका?
नहीं यार, मुझे पकौड़े तलने जाना होता मंडे टू फ्राइडे।
Monday to Friday तक सर कौन?
Sir, I have a
होगा?
question. Please invite us then.
Sure. Yeah, please ask Alok.
सर Monday to Friday सर कौन लेगा सेशन?
That you can check with the team. I think Varun sir is taking that.
Varun is the trainer for big days. Okay. And even we have a weekend morning batch also. Adarath is taking care for that.
Cause सर Monday to Friday तो मेरी ऑफिस की टाइमिंग 9 से 5 होती है, बट सैटरडे मेरा हाफ डे होता है 1:30।
हाँ तो आ जाओ सैटरडे संडे।
ठीक है सर, मैं आपका ही ज्वाइन करना चाहता हूँ।
सर मैं फ्रेशर हूँ, CCNA और CCNP साथ में पढ़ने से कुछ होता है?
नहीं, ऊपर से जाता है।
Good reply.
अतुल सर, हेलो अतुल सर।
यस
सर अभी टीम से एक्चुअली में इनिशियली बात हुई थी जब मेरी, तो उन्होंने मैंने उनसे पूछा था CCNA पालो अल्टो के लिए, बट जो आपने अभी बताया कि यू हैड प्रेफर्ड दैट फर्स्ट यू गो फॉर द CCNA CCNP एंड देन ऑप्ट फॉर द एनी वन फायरवॉल व्हिच इज पालो अल्टो, फोर्टिनेट और F5 anything. तो उन्होंने एक्चुअली मेरे को कहा था अगर आपको CCNA की नॉलेज है तो यू कैन ऑप्ट फॉर अ पालो अल्टो. तो मेरा ये क्वेश्चन है
शशांक, मैं वही कह रहा हूँ, पूरी टीम भी मेरी वर्डिंग बोलते बिकॉज वी ट्रेन देम ऑन रेगुलर बेसिस. सो यस, यू कैन गो फॉर Palo Alto, but when you are going to showcase in your resume that yes, if you have OSPF BGP knowledge or other topics like HSRP, VRRP, GLBP.
No, sir, I don't have a knowledge about it.
Then definitely you can go with NA and then CCNP. Like what you can do, you can upgrade into this network engineer combo. So the only one module will be added into CCNA Palo Alto तो है ही है. Just NRC module will be added into your program.
Okay.
सर कॉम्बो में कुछ डिस्काउंट मिलेगा सर?
You can check with team bro.
सर MC
तो 4:30 से टाइमिंग क्या रहेगा?
सर आपका रेफरेंस दे देंगे.
मेरा रेफरेंस फिर मैं नहीं आ रहा हूँ पढ़ाने, फिर और कोई आ रहा है.
हेलो अतुल सर.
4:30 से कब तक रहेगा सर?
4:30 to 6:30 mostly, but when we are in flow, when you are not getting bored, we can close by 7 also.
Okay.
So मैं like if you feel like 2 hours is enough, we can close in 2 hours. But if you are ready to go, I will ask everyone. If everyone says yes sir, let's go, then we can go with the till 7 p.m. also.
Sir, how many
वीडियो तो
students will be
10
there?
घंटे देख लो.
80 students will be there.
Sir, I think it needs to be shifted to 7 because there will be a lot of discussions and we are many people in all. So
yeah, we will go with 7
time.
also, but sometimes because I do not have a break, I have direct batch after 7 p.m. So maybe we can go up to 6:45 because I will get 15 minutes to freshen myself so that I can take the next batch, right?
सर टीम से सपोर्ट टीम से बात हुआ था, मंडे टू फ्राइडे जो बैच चल रहा है, तो सर टाइमिंग थोड़ा सा मतलब लेट हो सकता है क्योंकि 8 बजे सर घर जरा वो
यार वो उन्हीं से पूछ लो भाई.
सर
हेलो क्लियर है कि फिर आपका बैच चेंज करूं?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah, Sen.
So this is the English one, right?
Yeah, this is going to be English one.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm in the right course. So, okay.
No, you are in the right course. But yes, these guys actually they want to ask sometimes in their language. So don't you worry about that.
No problem. So I have another
and you will learn a little bit Hindi also, I'm sure, after this batch.
I have a lot of co-workers as well. So other question I have is I'm currently enrolled in the phase 1. So like the CCNA, MCSA, and the Linux. So I was listening to what you were saying, talking to others. I can also, so I can upgrade that into the networking engineer batch, right?
Yes, and you can always upgrade. You can connect with your counselor or Mr. Gaurav is there in my team.
Okay, I'll talk to him. Yeah, I already have.
Yeah, we have shared a WhatsApp number. You can just check.
Yeah, I have it. I've been contacting back and forth, but I have some networking background. I'm taking your course just to prepare for my exam. So.
Oh, great.
Sir, hello, Atul sir.
Yes.
सर वो जो MCS उसमें सर मतलब ड्यूरेशन कितना है उसका?
तुम सार मेरी टीम से भी पूछ लो कुछ.
हेलो सर.
यस
बेटर कौन सा मतलब फ्रेशर के लिए जो नेटवर्किंग मतलब
बेटर एवरीथिंग इज बेटर ब्रो. विंडो इंजीनियर भी चाहिए कंपनी को, लाइनक्स भी चाहिए, नेटवर्क भी चाहिए. आपको क्या बनना है वो डिसाइड करो. एवरी जो भी कोर्स डिलीवर होता है मार्केट में या कोई भी चल रहा है, इवन पाइथन, जावा, .NET, नॉट जस्ट नेटवर्किंग, एवरी टेक्नोलॉजी हैज अ डिमांड.
अच्छा सर, नहीं मेरा कोडिंग का इतना ये नहीं होता तो इसलिए मैं नेटवर्क.
हाँ, so it's better you go with the network. So if your goal is to become a network engineer, like if you want to configure everything related to networking, go with networking. If you do not have a goal, you just want a job, then IT professional, CCNA, MCSA, Linux is better for you. Okay.
सर उसमें ओनली CCN रहेगा, CCNP नहीं रहेगा.
हेलो
इसमें
और जो MCS और Linux ओनली CCN है.
हाँ वो अलग है और जो मैंने बताया वो अलग है. नेटवर्क इंजीनियर कॉम्बो इज अ डिफरेंट वन. Those who want to become network engineer, network engineer combo is for them, for those. And those who want to get into IT professional combo is for those people.
ओके सर. सर आईटी प्रोफेशनल में उसमें कोडिंग रहेगा नहीं रहेगा तो पाइथन वगैरह जैसे?
नहीं HTML पढ़ाएंगे हम उसमें.
ओके
सर ये रिकॉर्डेड
पढ़ाएंगे ब्रो. We are not a coding company bro. We are into network, cyber security and cloud.
ओके सर.
So coding नहीं है. Coding से इतना घबरा रहा है ये.
Atul sir, I have one question.
Sir.
Actually, I need to cover some topics like DMZ, MPLS, BGP, but I have enrolled only for the CCNA. So what should I do then?
You can go with the CC. Do you have a previous knowledge on CCNA basic?
Yeah, I have the basic knowledge. Even I am also a working professional. So, but right now I am working on the checkpoint firewall and Sonic wall firewall. So I'm already on
So
that.
Rahul, you can join my today's 9:30 class also, CCNP and RC.
Okay.
Where we are going to talk about BGP MPLS stuff also.
Okay, because I don't have so much of knowledge about the DMZ part and MPLS part, so that's why.
DMZ is basically a different, that comes into security more. Okay.
Okay.
So normally DMZ, when DMZ is not a topic, basically it's like an area where you put your public servers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cover that. Maybe if you come in CCNP, I'll try to explain you. Okay.
So it is better to join CCNA, CCNP, or but I want to then join the CCSA or the Palo Alto. So it's better than to join the network part that you said.
So
the network
if
combo.
your goal is to learn OSPF BGP core skills, then CCNP. But if your goal is to learn only the firewall technology, then Palo Alto, PCNSA, whatever.
Actually, see, I'm facing daily basis issues I don't have the complete network knowledge. So
yeah,
whether
तो आ जाओ आप
firewall,
CCNA, CCNP दोनों में आ जाओ. No issues.
दोनों. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
हेलो.
Yeah.
हेलो. अतुल सर, गोपाल बात कर रहा हूँ मैं.
या गोपाल.
सर मेरा एक्चुअली में क्वेश्चन ये है कि मैं क्या बोलते हैं, पहले तो मैं नेटवर्क एंड सिक्योरिटी टीम में काम कर रहा था. एक्चुअली आई हैव अराउंड 4 to 5 एक्सपीरियंस. ठीक है. तो पहले जो मेरी प्रोफाइल बनी थी, जो जैसे मैंने CCNA पढ़ा था, तो उसके बाद मेरी प्रोफाइल जो बनी वो NOC इंजीनियर, मेरे को प्रोफाइल मिल गई थी कंपनी में, डेटा सेंटर में. तो हुआ क्या कि मैंने वहाँ पे नेटवर्किंग और ये फायरवॉल और ये राउटर्स वगैरह के L1 सपोर्ट एज इंजीनियर काम करा. देन क्या हुआ कि मेरे को अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली सिस एडमिन में, जब मैंने दूसरे उस पे मूव करा तो प्रोफाइल पे. ठीक है. 3 साल मैंने एज ए डेटा सेंटर इंजीनियर काम करा. फिर उसके बाद प्रॉब्लम क्या आई कि मेरे को जो प्रोफाइल मिल गई सिस एडमिन की. ठीक है. अभी क्या है कि अब मेरे को जब उन लोगों को रियलाइज हुआ कि मेरे को नेटवर्क भी आता है. ठीक है. क्योंकि एक्चुअली में क्या है कि सिस एडमिन में जो बंदा जाएगा, ठीक है ना, और जो नेटवर्क के लोगों के साथ कम्युनिकेट कर रहा था,
कौन मिठाई उठे पे ठीक कौन है क्या मिठाई हो.
या गोपाल कंटिन्यू.
ठीक है. तो सर अब हुआ क्या मेरे साथ कि मेरे को नेटवर्क का अच्छा पता था. एक्चुअली में क्या था, वहाँ पे नेटवर्क के स्विचेस वगैरह थे, और तो मैंने जब प्रोफाइल चेंज करी एज ए सैलरी, क्योंकि वहाँ पे सैलरी मेरे को उतनी नहीं मिल पा रही थी, तो मैंने कहा जहाँ पैसे मिलते हैं वहाँ मूव कर जाता हूँ. ठीक है. तो हुआ क्या कि अब मैं लिनक्स, जहाँ पे मैं आया तो ये लोग लिनक्स एंड VMware एंड विंडोज, और अभी मेरे को 1 साल हो गया यहाँ पे, और सैन स्विचेस और स्टोरेज वगैरह सारा कुछ कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. लेकिन धीरे धीरे इनको रियलाइज हुआ कि बंदे को नॉलेज है नेटवर्क की भी, और EPs वगैरह, और ये ना काम कर सकता है नेटवर्क के. कुछ काम ऐसे आए जो मैंने कर दिए. ठीक है. तो अभी क्या हो रहा है कि मैं बड़ा कंफ्यूज हो जाता हूँ चीजों में. अभी मेरे को लिनक्स
आपको किस में जाना है? नेटवर्क में जाना है, लाइक यू वांट टू गो इनटू क्लाउड नेटवर्क, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू वांट टू गो इन?
सर अभी जिस जगह पे मैं खड़ा हूँ ना, वहाँ पे मैं डिसाइड नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, क्योंकि मुझे नेटवर्क CCNP लेवल तो मैं नहीं करूंगा, लेकिन हाँ CCNA से 50% एक्स्ट्रा पता है. ठीक है. मैं एक ऐसी जगह पे खड़ा हो गया हूँ आके, जहाँ पे मेरे को CCNP लेवल तक पूरा नहीं मैं बोलूंगा, बट मेरे को CCNA से अच्छा आता है, क्योंकि मैंने 4 साल प्रोडक्शन में काम करा है, नेटवर्क के लोगों के साथ.
ईथर टाइप क्या होता है?
कौन सा?
ईथर टाइप.
ईथर टाइप. ईथर टाइप नहीं पता सर मेरे को भी.
चलो ठीक है, मिलते हैं CCNA में. सभी को लगता है मुझे सब आता है भाई, यही प्रॉब्लम है। तभी तो इंटरव्यू में
सर
क्रैक
ये
नहीं होते ना
प्री
लोगों के।
रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो कितने दिन रहता है पोर्टल में आफ्टर एनरोल कोर्स?
You can check with team, Raj.
हेलो सर।